Girl, you were scandalous and I loved it.
Your show is the best show on the air.
The Wendy Williams Experience. And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're here about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this queen. From west to east. Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag.
Ain't nobody
It is phenomenal. Like the queen. Right here.
who the brother this has so much drama.
From yo block to yo block.
Heard of the number one.
Female been doing this for years.
Every barbershop. Beauty salon.
Who the brother this has so much this.
Again and again. Wendy Williams. Bringing your name up. A lot of you haters. Scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it the win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she stay.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Game Show of the Year award.
Once again.
Hey, everybody. How are you? We're still here. Thankfully, so are you. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience, where it all goes down. Hey, listen. Okay. We're going to talk seriously today about hair removal because I was at my dermatologist earlier today, and I have a pamphlet, and then Elisa, who books the show. I'm sorry, I know it, Alicia, too. Shut up! Elisa, she gets so mad at that. Oh, I'm going to feel bad about that for the rest of the damn day. She's going to make sure I do. Anyway, Elisa Payne books the show, and she called up this guru of laser hair removal, and he's going to be coming to the show on Tuesday, because we're going to get rid of that tuft of hair, woman, between your breasts. It is not good. And that little beard that you have going on, hell, you don't need to be standing in the mirror shaving right along with your man in the morning. So we're going to take care of that before the holidays. Damn it. Anyway, everybody, and plus we're going to gossip and talk fashion and food and celebrities. We talk about each other, and we have a lot of fun doing it. It's going down, and it is what it is. Welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Yo, did you catch this flashback? Wendy Williams and Chris Rock.
You know, I want to tell all the celebrities out there, just come on to Wendy Williams show. She's going to ask you the tough questions. But
Is it so bad, Chris?
you just have to, you have to maintain your poise.
Yes.
And just answer them. And she will move on.
Yeah, you see?
But if she senses fear or indecision, you're all over.
Swoop down is what we call that on the show. That's when, a swoop down is when you get somebody in here under the premise of doing one thing, which is to talk about the movie. But you swoop down, and ask them a question about, something else.
Well, I'm a professional actor, too.
Okay.
So,
You gotta act your way out of that bag.
I can act my way out of it.
This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Oh, yeah. Feels like Groundhog Day. This is how we started the show yesterday. Can you feel it? Ow. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're here. Well, do I have blood dripping from my forehead or anything crazy?
Oh my gosh, no.
Okay.
But I could tell something went down.
Yeah, I had the Botox this morning. Actually, I just flew in the door. I had my Botox appointment just about an hour ago. Shout out to my dermatologist in Montclair, New Jersey, Dr. Janine Downey. She's the best. The Botox, the wrestling. When this Botox session wears off, which, I take for about 3 months and then I go back, I am going to be executing laser, not the laser hair removal, but that'll be my next thing. But I'm going to execute mole removal. Do you have moles, perhaps, that you would like to have removed? With me, they don't really bother me or anything. But Dr. Janine says, Wendy, it's so easy. Look, do you want me to pull a couple off today? And I said, no, Dr. Janine, I don't know if I'm up for it today. But, I want to make my time for the next time. She's fabulous. And she goes on the Today Show, and she's been on The View, and she speaks at all the dermatology seminars. And she was telling me today, she is one of only 2 black dermatologists in the entire state of my home state, New Jersey. She's doing it. She went to Tufts, and she got her undergraduate degree there. I think she went to Cornell for her medical degree. She's got a book, Skin of Color or something of that effect, with Barbara Nevins Taylor, who happens to be a local New York TV personality, newswoman. So, she's a heavy woman in the game, in the dermatology game. And so I always feel honored, going to her knowing that, and she teaches Botox. She's not just one of these people who just does Botox. She actually teaches it to other people to do it the right way. So I needless to say, my forehead is now smooth again. Yes. We're on the same cycle, so she's able to call me up and say, Wendy, our cycle is up. So that's great. And I come in and get my Botox. So, you know what she gave me today? Because, a lot of you all ask me about hair removal, and I've just had bad experience with hair removal. I went to this place in Manhattan, and I paid all this money, and I hated the results. I didn't even realize that my Dr. Janine does hair removal. Laser hair removal at that. And where is all the information she gave? I'm going to be dispensing it to you during Advice Hour. And then, as a follow-up to that, Elisa, who books the show, is getting this guy to come in on Tuesday for Advice Hour, and he has a whole practice. Like, that's all he does is laser hair removal. Come to find out, Elisa told me that a lot of people that go to him are people who've gone to the place that was laser hair removing down there. And I told you it all came back, and I was doing permanent hair removal at like $350 a pop, going once a month, and just got ripped off. So, not necessarily am I suggesting that you guys have to go to this guy's practice, but wherever you live, you'll just be more educated on laser hair removal, and then you go. Because once he educates me, I'm taking it right over to Dr. Janine. Only because at the end of the day, you do have to, spread. I mean, if you're doing, down there. And I would just rather, spread for a woman than a man. Thank you. All right. I'd rather spread for Dr. Janine. Hey, we have today's People Poll question, and we have the results from yesterday's. Yesterday's People Poll question, damn you all, are you having an affair with a family member of your mate? In other words, of your boyfriend? Are you messing around with somebody in his family behind his back, or your husband? Are you messing? 36% of you ho harlots said yes. 36% of you all are having an affair with your mate's people.
I don't believe that.
A family member, not even like his best friend. A family member. And 64% of you all said no. You keep your affairs to strangers.
Or you don't tell.
Or don't tell. 36% of you all are doing it with, Well, here's today's People Poll question. Now, listen. The entire show is off on Monday because my son is off from school and Mrs. Lopez's kids have off from school. And I respect the fact that, I want to give her that day to spend time with her family. Maybe catch some Columbus Day shopping with her family, not be tied, to my house. We have a really good relationship, me and Mrs. Lopez. I have to say, as childcare goes, shout out to everybody who's in that struggle. Like all the working moms. And, you go through that. I know Elisa took the day off yesterday, here in the office. She's got the little Maddox. and she had a little issue, and she had to stay home. Well, fortunately, her job, she's one of those kind of jobs, booking for the show. You can book from anywhere, Main booking, of course, is the pink room, but, like issues. I've been fortunate in my 5 years of motherhood. I have never had issues. Just stellar nanny. Mrs. Lopez has been with us for 4.5 years. The months before that, my parents were in town, helping out and whatnot. And at one point, for a short period of time, we had this little girl who didn't want to make the move. When I said, Art, I'm going back to, Concord, New York. Come with me. And Art said, yeah. I said, tell the nanny that we had at that time, come on, we're going to take over. You have no kids. She was like 25 years old. A white girl, like very 90210. And I could see her in her off nanny hours, having a really nice social life. She was from Virginia. Her only experience with the Northeast was living in South Jersey. She nannied for us. And I said, come on, we're about to move. I'll set you up in the first, last, and security. You do an apartment. I was going to get her a car. Because she was driving a convertible at that time, like a used convertible or something. And, I wasn't comfortable with the convertible. I'd say, I'll get you a car, set you up with first, last, and security of an apartment. I'll help you locate an apartment. And like that. Nothing extravagant, you all. Ain't nobody rich over here. But, a happy nanny is a happy child, is a happy mommy, is a productive worker here on the experience. I can come here and totally think about you all, not what the hell's going on over there. And she said no. I was like, you know what? You're stupid. I didn't tell her that, but I was like, you're fired. Like, at the time I asked her, I think, Art, we had maybe 3 more months before we were actually going to, maybe 2 more months, maybe 60 days before we were actually going to move back, to New York and stuff. I just let her go right then and there. Because once somebody knows that, they're out, then that's when they start stealing and beating your kid and acting out. I put my parents on an overnight flight. You old crows, get up here to New Jersey. There's an emergency. She doesn't want it. She's stupid. She doesn't want to relocate to New York, being taken care of. So, you all come up. I just let her go. And they did. And we found Mrs. Lopez, and just a fabulous woman. But I say all that to say on Monday, she's going to spend time with her family. And I'll be at home spending time with my family. And Art, I guess you can, stroll the streets or whatever you do on your day off. Catch Columbus Day sales, pick up girls in the Columbus Day parade. I don't know what you do. Majorettes. I don't know what you do. But, all right, so I was talking about the people poll question. I say all that to say we'll be back to give you the results of this people poll question on Tuesday. Now, the new question is, do you take public transportation to work? Now, anyone within the sound of my voice, go onto the website at thewendywilliamsexperience.com, and we really want to know, do you take public transportation to work? South Carolina, Alexandria, Shreveport, you're in on this. Hartford, you're in on this. Everybody in LA, you're in on this. I know you all mostly do driving out in LA, but I still want to know. And here in New York, where, in New Jersey, where a lot of people take public transportation. Do you take public transportation to work? So you go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. These are always yes, no questions. We can't get any more complicated than that. Because once you all start writing stuff, that's when you slip in, other stuff. Go to this website and find out about dominatrix activity. And see, we can't have that on the website because the website is a tool by which, our advertisers, anyway, Clorox and Lysol and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you all want to know why we don't have a message board on the website. That's why. Because it just gets too toe-ish. It gets too toe-ish.
Yeah, and Clorox and these big sponsors.
Yeah, they go on that. They're like, what? A toe is a toe. Anal ease.
Oh.
What? Threesome.
Easy.
A dirty Sanchez. What?
Uh-oh.
I don't think this is the kind of show that we want to, the kind of website we want to participate in. Anyway, that's why you'll notice all the pictures on the website, everybody is clothed. As opposed to, because, we're loosey-goosey enough up here. We'll give you a little booty crack or something, but it's not good for the sponsors. So anyway, so what else is going on? I love the new vaccine that was just discovered. The one that is going to prevent cervical cancer. Because if you're like me, you've had a couple of screwy pap smears. And if you're like me even more, then you've been in for the cryo surgery where they have to freeze the walls and the bad cells fall down. So if you're like me, this is virtually a lifesaver. Anyway, we'll talk more about that and take your phone calls and gossip about celebrities next.
Wendy, man.
My oldest brother, he told me he had a very good surprise. The surprise was that he turned himself into a woman.
The Wendy Williams Experience. On 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
Oh, yeah. We're giving away the money, babe. It's the Wendy Williams Experience at 24 minutes after 2 o'clock in the big city. So how are you all doing? Were you able to sleep last night? Were you all stressed out about your commute today? I gotta say, real bad boys move in silence, and I really am more prone, like we were talking about this yesterday during the bonus hour, I am apt to believe that this is like a Bloomberg thing, to make sure that he stays in office for a second term. And one of the best ways to do that is to frighten us. And even for people who don't necessarily want to vote in New York City for Bloomberg, and in a time of crisis, you'll look at him as, well, at least he's been in office since Giuliani. He's the best person to handle the terrorists. Like the president, exactly. So, I'm more apt to believe that. And so I'll be coming back into the city tomorrow to do some shopping. I'm not fearful. I feel like this is a disgusting plot for the voters in New York City. Yeah. Anyway, the phone line's open. We can talk about whatever it is you want. 866-GET-WENDY. Let's go to the phone, see what's going on. Shadows going on tonight, the Shadow Nightclub. Hello?
Oh, hello. I think I had the wrong number. I thought I was dialing the Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh, I'm sorry. I answered the phone like it was my house. Hi, it's Wendy.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. It's nice to have you here. What's your name?
My name is Anjali.
Hi, Anjali.
Hi, because I was calling because I saw Arthur last night at Nagasaki.
You got cut off. Who did you say? Oh,
Arthur.
Yeah,
Artie.
Oh,
So
how did he do?
he did wonderful, but he was only there for a short time, so I was kind of sad when he left the building.
Oh. Well, what? You tell me what Art did. Did he tell jokes?
He just told like 2 or 3 jokes. He came and of course he said 107.5 and he said how you doing, and that was all good. So
did he talk about his new second job?
No, he didn't. I was hoping that he did because I really wanted to hear about it.
Did he tell any jokes that ended with him pulling down his pants and showing his booty crack?
No, he didn't. I hope next time I see that.
Did you observe him socializing after he got off the stage?
Yes, he did. And I wish I was able to talk to him, but I was kind of shy.
What did you
now I'm regretting it.
What would you have talked to him about?
No, I would have told him that he is an awesome person and you are an awesome person too.
Thank you.
That's what I would have said,
Thank you.
You're very welcome, Wendy.
Did Art look like you expected him to look?
No. Like so weird. Like I didn't know what to expect, but he's very handsome.
Oh.
Yes.
Does he look gay?
No, like I can see he a little bit.
Oh, please. In what way?
Well, the way he walks.
Oh, Art? Is that that's his walk after he has a few drinks when he starts the show. Mm-hmm.
Well, he looks good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Well, all right. Well, thank you for calling and filing.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye. And shout out
Wendy.
to everybody who was at Nagasaki last night to see the fabulous Arthur.
And the experience lit up last night. The Wendy Williams Experience was in Hempstead last night and lit it up.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and they all send their love to you.
Well, thank you, Hempstead. Yes. How you doing? Hey, who's on the phone?
Hi, Wendy. It's Nina from London, New Jersey.
Hi, Nina.
I just want to say I love your show. You guys are cool up there. I listen to y'all every day.
We do have fun doing it. Thank you for calling, Nina.
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the radio.
How are you?
I'm doing well. What's going on?
All right. I was just calling to say hi to you, Wendy.
Well, thank you very much.
And I enjoy your show.
Well, thank you.
And, we wish the best of luck for you over here in New York. We love you to death.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you nervous about the terroristic alleged threats?
No, I drive for transit myself, so, I'm not really nervous. I'm used to the scares that we get.
Yeah.
But my name is Sam from Queens, and I just wanted to say hello to you.
All right, Sam, thanks for calling. I'll take another one. Come on in, Clarence. Mail's here.
Oh,
how you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm surprised I got through. Oh, my goodness.
Well, here we are.
You know what I called to tell you? Yesterday you were saying something about Ashanti's perfume.
Mm-hmm.
It is in the store.
It's in Walmart, right?
Yes, because my girlfriend at work was telling me it's in Walmart.
Oh, yeah. How does it smell? Does she like it?
She said it smells all right.
Yeah. Well, I wish Shanti a lot of luck with that line. I like that, I love to see the girls merchandising themselves and, turning, one talent into a multifaceted career.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's one of the great things about being, successful in the times in which we live. Like Aretha and all them, they didn't have all this extra stuff available to them when they were in their prime. And these girls now, Ashanti, and the guys too, everybody. I mean, Steve Harvey has his Steve Harvey suits. It's fabulous. It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to let you know, Wendy, I love you. I listen to you every day I get a chance. Well, and my son loves you. He loves the bonus hour.
Well, I love the bonus hour also. And thank you very much. Thank him also.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Listen, everybody, I started out telling you about The Shadow because I wanted you to know that Chuck Chill Out is there on Saturday nights. Don't forget The Shadow's open on Friday nights, too. Tonight, they're doing their free Fall Friday because it's still fall, and so it's free for everyone, period. And then Sunday is the big Find Your Match affair. It's the big, $10 admission into The Shadow because there's no work or school on Monday. And so they figured, they always do these when there's no work or school Monday, and they work out pretty well. You go in as a single person, and who knows? Who knows what you find inside? Maybe you leave still single, but you still had a good time. So look to The Shadow. And for more information about what the radio station is doing in the streets and all around town, go to our website at WBLS.com. Now, this hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is brought to you by the Newton Learning and Recruitment Center. So we're going to continue on and play some good music. Goose, you got some good music over there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, here's the good music right here. There you go. Okay. All right, we got some good music, and then we'll be back to chit-chat, too. It's 107.5 WBLS. Oh, the experience is still in the building, and I'm so glad that you're still here with us. I was talking with you all about that cervical cancer vaccine that they found to be 100% effective in the short term. But you know what? Can't you keep re-upping? Well, I guess we'll find out the deals as, they unfold. For instance, if it only works for 6 months at a time, then I guess every 6 months we'll go in as women and get vaccinated. And I don't care how big that needle is. That's a needle worth having. Because cervical cancer, there is nothing they can do once you have it except for, soothe you and comfort you. And women are dying of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer, is the second most common cancer in women. And our second cause of death. The causes of death in the United States from cervical cancer result in about 3,000 deaths and nearly 300,000 worldwide each year. And then women who've been affected by, vaginal warts and stuff, that's one of those things that eggs on the cervical cancer. But even vaginal warts aside, it's just like a big deal. That is the purpose of pap smears, one of the main purposes. And I don't know about you, but I pap up twice a year because I'm so frightened of twice a year. Insurance only pays for once a year. But I pap twice a year. January and July, that's me. I'm good. And I've had 2 irregulars in my life. One of them, when I redid, came back normal. And the other one, this was back in the early 90s. When I redid it, it still came back abnormal. I had to go in for that day surgery in the hospital, that cryo surgery where they freeze up the area, your coochie, and then the bad cells fall off. And then you're good. But the point is that what? They found a vaccine for this? This is so terrific. Merck. 3 cheers for Merck and Company. Boy, let's go to the telephone, see what people are talking about. We don't necessarily have to talk about cervical cancer. Please, don't bring us down. Hello?
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Good.
I'm calling because I suffer from facial hair.
Oh.
like my boyfriend tells me I have a 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh,
it's
you
not
beast.
that bad, but I'm very self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
And I find myself always tweezing. They told me I'm obsessed
Yes.
with tweezers. But I'm thinking about, I don't know if I can afford it, the laser surgery.
Laser hair removal. Well,
Right.
here's the thing. I don't know the prices. We're going to talk about it on the surface today because I have a pamphlet from my dermatologist, Dr. Janine in New Jersey. But on Tuesday, we're going to have a guy whose sole purpose for being is to help women out like you. Or you know what? Even if you don't have that tuft of hair on your chin, but say you want permanent hair removal on your legs, or a permanent Brazilian, or a permanent from under the arms, he's going to come in and he's going to talk about it. And I will get into prices and so on and so forth. And now I don't know that you necessarily care about going to this guy if you don't live in the area, but this will be your go-to guide in terms of price and the procedure. And you go to who you want to go to.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Another thing.
So make sure that you're here.
What did it happen to Mona Lisa, the singer?
Oh, good question.
I thought maybe you would know.
No, Mona Lisa reinvented herself. Her name is now Keisha Cole. Yes. Because not for nothing, Mona Lisa kind of reminds me of Keisha Cole in looks and also in that young and sassy. You know, that hip hop R&B thing going on. You know.
What about oh my goodness.
Oh please, if you forgot about
Lake.
it. Ricky Lake. Well, Ricky Lake is out of the talk show business. She's probably successfully divorced from her husband right now.
Okay.
And, giving him alimony or whatever. She's got her 2 kids, and I guess she's looking to do movies. I wonder if she's kept her weight off. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, she had a really good run on the talk shows, and certainly she's got enough money where if she never wants to work again, she can do that.
Okay. And I'm also like you. I also had 2 cryosurgeries. I had 2 abnormal paps.
Yeah.
And then since then, they've come back normal.
Yeah. Now, how often do you go to get your paps? Twice a year, once a year?
That's what I continue to do.
Once a year or twice a year do you go? Huh?
Huh?
Do you go once or twice a year to get yours?
I go twice.
Yeah, me too. Exactly.
Because I already had that problem.
Yeah, man.
I want to bring it back. You know?
All right. Thanks for calling.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye. So, hello? Hi.
Wendy Williams?
Yes, turn your radio down. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good. Nice to have you here.
I'm calling to talk about the terror attack here in New York.
Yes, talk.
I feel that the Bloomberg administration is just doing it just to
keep him in office. Yeah.
What you think?
I agree. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye. Gary Payton's wife has allegedly officially filed divorce. So, Lisa Ray, what you going to do now? Lisa Ray's getting married.
Yes.
Allegedly, according to sources, though, Gary says, not over my dead body. Uh-oh. You're not going to make me look like a fool in front of my NBA people, risk my marriage and whatnot. What to do? Fantasia's book is flying off the shelves. And people are... Well, I'll do it this just in style. So I don't get my words twisted. This just in, singer Fantasia Barrino's book, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, is flying off the shelves at every major bookstore. A former American Idol contestant informed me that Fantasia can read. The Me, by the way, is my girl over at the Panache Report. They do good gossip over there. She can read. Allegedly, this is all a publicity stunt to fool you all into buying this fool's book to sell books to you all. And I just think this is a publicity stunt that really sucks. You know what? I like Usher saying he had a baby with somebody outside of Chile. Because, that's not something that's letting America watch the dumbness, the dumbing down and whatnot, the preconceived notions that they already feel about us as black people. And shout out to the white people listening. I don't mean you, unless, you feed into the stereotype. But it worked. It worked for her. It worked. Everybody's like, oh, Fantasia. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Jay-Z's coming out of retirement.
Oh.
He's heading back to the studio for a new CD.
That's good. He still got it.
And he's been talking with L.A. Reid about the CD. Probably about how tight his prenuptial agreement is, because Beyonce and Jay-Z are still going strong. But, you know, when you're dating and when you're not married, but you're thinking about it and you see marriages crumbling all around you, it's got to make you say, like, damn, is this really what I want to do? Anyway, Advice Hour is coming up next hour, you all. Keep it where you got it, and thank you for being here.
It's Wendy, man.
Presently, my husband just got discharged from the military. But now he's home, and I just want to tell him to get the out.
The Wendy Williams.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice Hour.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WENDY-FAX.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Hey.
Hello? Sorry. Just running and jumping. Anyway, it's Advice Hour, everybody, here on the show. And the phone lines are wide open for your questions. We can talk about anything you'd like, relationships, issue with your parents or your in-laws or your best friend or your landlord or your job, whatever it is. You know, I mean, I'm not a professional, but sometimes it does help to talk to somebody who's, you know, not always up in your face. You know, it's just me, Wendy from New Jersey. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, I'm a first-time caller from California.
Nice to have you here.
Hi, thank you. I catch the rebroadcast at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Overnights on KKBT.
Yeah, it's 100.3.
.3.
Yeah. Hey, I enjoy your show. I think you're on point with your advice. This is my question.
Okay.
To cut a long story short. My sister and my brother-in-law have been married for like about 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
They decided they're going to pull the plug, I guess, you know, and tie the knot. And my thing is this, you know, my brother-in-law and my family, you know, we've always been cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's always been supportive of me and my family. And, you know, like I said, we've never had any problem with him.
Wait, can I just get clarity? So they've been dating for 15 years, and they're going to finally...
No, they've been married for 15 years.
But you said pull the plug and finally tie the knot.
No, untie the knot.
Get divorced.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they're separated right now.
Okay, go ahead.
They're at a point where, I guess, they're not going to, you know, things ain't going to work out. They're not going to try to make it work.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is this. You know, most of my brothers and sisters, they kind of feel like, well, he's the bad guy. Mm-hmm. And we don't see it like that. We think he's cool, you know, and I pretty much see my sister as being the problem for why things ain't working. Okay. I'm not going to try to choose sides because that is my sister. I'm going to try to remain neutral about it all.
Do they have children together?
Pardon?
Children?
Yeah, they have kids together.
Okay.
So they still got that tie right there.
Right.
And so, like, I've always told him, you know, as far as is concerned with us, you know, he's always welcome to come around. Okay. You know, and as far as that goes, we never had any problems. We've always been cordial. The family's always been cordial, so there's not, you know, no big nasty thing about it. Okay. But he's at the point where I guess he's seen other women and stuff. So. Mm-hmm. But my question is this: they kind of feel he's the bad guy, and I kind of feel like, you know, should I kick him to the curb and cut ties with him? Because I kind of feel like I overheard a conversation with my sister and my brother on the phone. I kind of got the hint. It was pretty much like they thought that I was like a traitor. Yes. And I kind of feel like, you know, you don't see no problem with the guy at all.
I understand what you're saying. The unfortunate part is that your sister will be your sister for the rest of your life, True. And you've got to go whatever way she wants you to go. Doesn't mean that you have to execute bad manners or bad behavior towards him. But if your sister is not comfortable with him coming around and with you going out for drinks with him and partying with him and stuff, then first of all, what your sister doesn't know won't hurt her. But if she ever found out, she would be devastated. So you got to go the way of your sibling on this one. I hear what you're saying, but that's your sister. So it doesn't mean you have to think badly of him. It just means that, you know, You can't, when you can't invite him over to your bachelor pad and whatnot, because if your sister...
I'm married, and see, I got a wife and kids and all that. He's always been supportive of the family.
Yeah.
And so, as far as that goes, things have been cool.
You got it. You know what? And also, this is just happening, so give your sister a chance to cool down and air out. Maybe 3 years from now, you will somehow be able to, have him back in the fold, because maybe your sister would have moved on with her life. But in the meantime, I go for you doing what your sister wants, and thank you very much for calling. Hello?
Hi,
it's Advice Hour.
how are you?
I'm doing well.
I was calling because I'm 22 and I have a 5-year-old son from a previous relationship. Now, maybe 2.5 years ago, I got involved with someone else, and we're engaged now, and I'm pregnant. However, I don't think that I really love him. I think that I like him more than I love him. Should I keep the baby or not?
I'm not here to give you that one. How long have you been seeing him?
It's close to 3 years.
Why didn't you move on as opposed to settling for somebody that you unless the sex is so good and you compartmentalize that relationship? Because for somebody that you don't love but you just like, after seeing him for 3 years, I would have been tripled up on the birth control, because clearly this is not the man for me. Maybe the sex is good. Maybe he's a great chat partner. Yeah, just put it down. But, you can put it over here on that side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How far along are you?
I just found out today. It's probably maybe not even a month, because, up until a few weeks ago, we didn't use the protection, but,
Why'd you stop?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, hindsight is 20/20. You can't do anything about it now. And did you want to have more children?
Oh, yeah, I do want to have more, but I don't think with this guy.
Because now, when you go on to the next man, potentially somebody that you'd marry, you're coming with 2 kids and 2 different babies' fathers. It's looking a little sloppy.
Okay.
It's looking a lot of sloppy.
Okay.
And you shouldn't have stopped using birth control, but, I'm not here to lecture because you can't do anything about it. I know what I'd do.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
Take
baby.
care.
Love you.
I love you too. Bye-bye. Wow. Ladies. Damn you. Hello? Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's Wendy here.
Hi, Wendy.
And it's Advice Hour.
Oh, it's Advice Hour. Oh.
Why? What do you want to do?
I'll go back.
You're busy listening in the background. All right. We'll call back next hour, okay? All right. Hello. Hi. It's Advice Hour.
Yes. Hello, Wendy. How you doing?
Hello, sir.
This is Big Country from Louisiana.
I can tell. Hey. Country.
Out of Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hey, country cousin.
Hey, I want to ask you this.
Okay.
My dad passed a while ago, and my mom tripping on me and coming at me like it was my fault that I didn't call her because she had surgery the same time my dad passed.
Well, here's the question. Were your mom and dad together at the time that your father passed?
No.
And they probably weren't getting along so well either?
Well, they had been divorced 20-some years.
Okay. So your mother thought that you should be there for her, and instead, what were you doing? You were at your father's funeral or helping to make arrangements or something?
I did it all. Me and my wife did it all.
Yeah.
Did nobody call? Did nobody come by? Did nobody do nothing?
And what kind of surgery was your mom having?
Surgery on her hand. Little surgery on her hand. That's it.
I mean, your mother will get over it. What's your actual question to me?
But so how should I deal with all this with my mom and my sister? She ride with her.
Turn your radio down because I hear myself in the background there, Big Country. It's okay.
So it's like they all come, like shying away from me, and I'm out there basically by myself. Nobody. She still hasn't called, and it's been over a week now.
Well, the fortunate thing is that you're married to a wonderful woman. You got your own family.
Yeah.
So you're really not by yourself.
And then the crazy part, my in-laws were there. They was right there. I'm talking about whatever I need, right there.
But you know what? I don't fault you for wanting to bury your own father. If there was nobody else to do the burying, your mother is acting very immature. Your mother had your sister to visit her at the hospital. It was her hand. I mean, this is a tough situation, but damn it, the man had to be buried respectfully. Your mother and your sister need to grow up, and until then,
the thing about it, I don't want to cut them off, but I feel like I have to because they so wishy-washy. They did me the same way when I got married to my wife.
Oh, there's a problem. There's a history of problems with them. You know what? Yeah. Cleave unto your wife. And those two, don't cut them off, but let them wallow in their own misery, self-hate, self-pity, hateration for you and whatnot. Just cleave to your wife and your family, big country, because you've got more important fish to fry, and that is the family that you've created with your wife. And I don't think you did anything wrong by wanting to see that your father was properly buried.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Wendy, and I'm going to tell you, we here in Shreveport, we are loyal listeners. I'm telling you, on fire down here.
I love you all. I love you. How are things going there in Louisiana? You know, we lost the whole New Orleans radio station. We were on there.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I was down in Beaumont. I drive trucks. I was down in Beaumont yesterday and today. And I'm talking about, you have to see it to really understand it. I'm talking about, I saw houses and stuff blown off the foundation.
Wow.
I done seen trees that top of over cars. I'm talking about, it's crazy, but I thank God the people that I know and other people that I don't know wasn't hurt or injured.
Yeah.
And they got out. I'm talking about, it's just a blessing, but I'm talking about just to see it, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe that kind of destruction. You know, you see it on TV, but to actually see it live right there in your face is unreal.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, country, and you have a wonderful weekend.
All right, you too now.
All right, bye-bye. Dear Wendy, I have to have a real talk with you. I have this coworker who listens to your show all the time, and she says, Wendy this and Wendy that. Every problem she has, she thinks you can solve it, or you know the answer. Every personal situation or job problem, she has to call on you. Or she's quoting something that you say. Wendy said this, Wendy said that. Well, even though you are the topic, she may have a problem, Wendy. What advice, even though it's involving you, can you give her? She not only listens to you on the air, because we all do, we love you, but then she's quoting everything you say. Her name is Stephanie, and we work at UMDNJ, the University of Medicine and Dentistry in New Jersey. First of all, hey, Stephanie. Thanks so much for being such a nista. But, I mean, I think that Stephanie understands. I couldn't possibly think that Stephanie thinks I have the answer to everything, because that would make me, God. Oh, my gosh. Bet you didn't know she was a DJ, did ya? No, you know what? Everybody's got problems. I am navigating my way through life the way you all are, too. The bombs that drop in my life are as heavy as the bombs that drop in some of you all's lives. Maybe I mask it better. Some days, I guess I'm not masking at all. But you know what? This is just a free-flowing conversation here on the show. So what you tell her is, Wendy don't know every damn thing. Figure some things out for your damn self. Wendy's busy dealing with her own damn problems. Damn Steph and damn knee. I appreciate you all listening. And Advice Hour, really. I mean, this is just a girl from New Jersey talking to you all. You know, there's no PhD or DR period in front of my name or behind my name, so. But I enjoy being here, and I enjoy doing it, definitely. Mother has lived. And sometimes I feel like, you know, maybe there's something that I've experienced that I can pass along, or somebody that I know who's experienced it, or we can navigate our way together, or I can get the expert in who can help us all out. How's my forehead look?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Telling you, you all, if you've never thought about it, you should check into Botox. It's not so much for the wrinkles that are already there. It's also for the ones that get there when you frown or when you freeze that. Freeze that. Don't nobody want to look at that. You've been hiding it too long behind bangs. And stop with the age gracefully.
It doesn't give me headaches?
No, it doesn't give me headaches. And guess what? Botox stops migraines and sweating. Oh, there's a plethora of wisdom behind those needles. A plethora of usages, and maybe you need to talk to somebody about. Find out more about Botox. Don't knock it till you try it. Look, press the frighten button to watch. My face doesn't move. See? Wow. I can't even do it. Isn't that fabulous?
Yes.
Go ahead, make me mad. Look.
Wendy, man. George Bush doesn't care about black people. And you know, George Bush doesn't care about Wendy Williams.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Wow.
Wendy Williams rocking your station, dropping hits across the whole nation. Wendy Williams rocking your afternoon.
Ladies with an attitude.
How you doing? How you doing?
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
CeCe Penis is legendary. She treats her band members well.
Or it would probably be better to play a sound effect to show what you mean when you say that she treated her band members well back in the day.
After a long performance.
Okay.
Now you're taking a shower.
Oh.
She calls a meeting with her band members.
And tells them how professional they are.
And she personally thanks them for doing a good job. Ray, or the drums, you were the man.
Bring your six over here.
Yes. Johnny on guitar. Oh, all of you come over here now.
Let me tune you up. Oh, wow. Well, that was back in the day, CeCe Peniston. Yeah.
Early 90s.
Wow.
And don't forget Rosalind, the backup singer.
What?
From Philadelphia, who told me everything.
What?
Rosalind, let me put my face in your place.
Oh my God.
CeCe was with Rosalind. Okay. Does Rosalind know CeCe personally in a biblical sense?
That was her backup singer. She's from my hometown in Philly.
Oh,
She would come
CeCe.
off the tour and tell her story.
CeCe, don't try to bring any fire over here because we will get Rosalind on this phone in a minute.
Got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Okay, let's talk about hair removal. Laser hair removal, I'm speaking of. But first, here's a fax. Dear Wendy, I need your advice. I have a best friend who I grew up with. Now, I left her house this past weekend, and as I left her house, her boyfriend, who they live together and they have a child together, he followed me and told me to pull over, and he asked me for my telephone number. Well, I asked him why, and he said, I just want to talk. When I asked him about what, he said, I wanted to know what happened with someone that we both know. Then I told him I don't feel comfortable giving him my number and said to give me his number, and I'll see if I could find out what he wants to know. But then he was being a little persistent about getting my number, and then he asked me if I wanted to get something to eat. I told him no. I told him I had to go, and I told my boyfriend, and of course my boyfriend was upset and said that I should have said something. I don't know what to do, Wendy. I wanted to act as if maybe he just wanted to know about a friend, but I think I'm in denial. I'm afraid to say something to her because he didn't come right out and make a pass at me. What do you think I should do? A mutual friend of ours says I shouldn't say anything. What do you think? By the way, I love the show. Signed, Distressed. Distressed, handle your woman business. You didn't need to say anything to anybody. You needed to have busted out that Mark Buster right there at the light talking about he wants your number. So you should have put him in his place, and you shouldn't have told your boyfriend about it because somehow this always comes around to a woman. Now your boyfriend, even though you did nothing wrong, is looking at you. 2 inches too many of cleavage. Why do you think people hit on you? You know that those jeans shouldn't be that tight. Or, just stupid mess. How old are you, Distressed? Only because this is a youngin's response to something like that. I mean, I've had this happen to me years ago. I handled it right then and there. There was never a problem. I never heard a peep out of him. It was never a weird situation for me to have to be in a room with him because I put him in his place, but I'm woman enough that I don't even have to show out on you anymore. You already know what this is. Never told her about it. Why? Why ruffle everybody's feathers? I handled it. They ended up breaking up a few years later anyway, so fine. Ladies, if you're ever in a position where your friend's man is hitting on you, handle that business yourself. You shouldn't have to tell the friend. You shouldn't have to tell your man. And you definitely shouldn't be powwowing amongst the group of friends about how to handle it. If you are a real woman can handle it. And I don't care. You show me the most persistent man, trying to get your telephone number when he knows damn well that he's with your friend. And if you can't handle that, then maybe you need to check on your womanhood. Right, Lou? Lou is a woman of a certain age. You know what I'm saying, Lou? Lou, if you're ever at your girlfriend's home and her man hits on you, don't you handle that like a grown woman between you and him?
Yes, you do.
You shouldn't have to tell your girlfriend, "Oh, your man hit on me," or run home and tell your boyfriend or man or whatever.
That's correct. That's unnecessary. Tell him yourself.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Lou.
Carry on.
Now let's talk about this hair removal. First of all, there are a plethora of men and women. Particularly, I'm talking to the women because, a lot of women have hair on their face, on their neck, sideburns long like Ashanti, a tuft of hair between their breasts. Maybe you're like me and you like to have everything nice, down there, or maybe you just want to get rid of the hair on your legs permanently. Maybe you're tired of shaving. Maybe you have hair growing on your back. Ladies, it happens. It happens. Suffer no more. First of all, you should have gotten over the embarrassment a long time ago. I'm talking about in terms of going into a professional's office. It's got to be really embarrassing in the candlelight of a dinner, though, and you got hair, on your chin and whatnot. My girlfriend Regina gets hair that grows on her chin. She just pulls them out one by one. Not even with the tweezer. They grow long enough. She's just able to grab it and pull. Reg's mom, though, has hair that grows out of her chin. And Reg's mom is old school. She just leaves it there. She's from, one of the Carolinas. She just, leaves it there, and that's that. However, in this day and age, no need for that. Let's talk about hair removal. Now, I went to my dermatologist earlier today, and I asked my Dr. Janine Downey to please give me a pamphlet. Let's talk about this. First of all, she does it at her practice. I don't know where you live or who your regular dermatologist is. You don't have to do what I do or go where I go, but find somebody. Hair removal. There are many ways to remove unwanted hair, according to the pamphlet. Shaving, plucking, electrolysis, electronic tweezers, radioactive frequency tweezers, waxing, depilatory creams, and then, of course, electrolysis, where you put the needle into each follicle and then, one at a time, you burn the follicle out. Most of these methods, however, are temporary. A topical cream called something I can't pronounce can be applied to slow the hair growth on a woman's face, but it must be used on an ongoing basis. Laser hair removal is the only method, according to this pamphlet, for permanent hair, listen to me, reduction. That's the key one. Because that little tuft of hair, see, they get you in the wordage. That little tuft of hair, it won't come back as large, but you might get a few sprouts. See, that was key for me. All of a sudden, I'm not interested in going. I don't want reduction. I want removal. If you can't do removal, then I don't want to waste time going for reduction. But I will continue on. The types of lasers and how they work. A large area of skin can be treated at one time, making the laser hair removal cost-effective and faster than other methods. Lasers send low-energy beams through the skin that is absorbed by dark pigmentation. What my doctor told me is that the lighter your skin and the blonder your hair, the doesn't work so well. So let me see. Repeated treatments are necessary to destroy about 80% of the hairs. So you see what I'm saying? Wherever you're removing, just know that 20% of it will not be removed permanently. So you'll still have to pluck, tweeze, shave, depilatory, or whatever it is that you do. Different types of lasers are used. The side effects. The side effects of laser hair removal treatment may include pain, edema or swelling around the follicles, something called arrhythmia, which is redness and inflammation, and that lasts like 1 to 3 days. Blistering, herpes, simplex outbreaks, and bacterial infections also can occur. You know what? I'm backing off. I just go for my regular waxings. Temporary skin lightening or darkening, especially in darker skin in patients with tans, may also occur. You know what? I'm going to let the pro talk about this on Tuesday, but I'm bowing out. I'm over it. I'm over it already. It's too much drama. Too much drama. But on Tuesday during Advice Hour, we're going to have a man whose sole purpose for living is laser removal. So we'll talk on Tuesday.
Wendy, man.
Hey, Wendy.
Hi.
My boyfriend gave himself a wet Susie or whatever. He said he almost burnt his off.
The Wendy Williams.
Broadcasting live It's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy, I just went to your website. So where can I see a picture of Artie? Is he really light and curly? Well, no, Art is not light and curly. He's dark and nappy. He has a little gray patch.
I ain't dark. And I ain't nappy.
Why are you talking like it's a...
Because you... what do you use your eyes for? To do with the eyes?
I didn't do any eyes. You were looking down. Why are you...
Why you dark and nappy? What the hell? This is on the website.
What's wrong with being dark?
I ain't never wrong with it, but that's not me, though.
But when I think of light, I'm looking at Trevor.
I'm not dark. I'm not chocolate. I'm not dark.
Oh, I smell a complexion problem.
I'm brown skin.
However, you have just showed some very true colors.
No, it's not either. Be accurate. Don't. It's accurate. Use your eyes. I love chocolate women.
You just don't want to be a chocolate woman yourself, apparently. They're calling you in engineering. That's the end of the hall. Yo, I just wanted him out of here.
That was the bomb one.
Wow. What the F was that? Bipolar situation.
Got him. This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
All righty, everybody. The phone lines are open at 866-GET-WENDY.
Keep that. Your receipt number's on there.
Oh, my. Okay, good. When will the product arrive?
3 days.
3 days?
Yes.
3 days is Sunday. Monday is a holiday.
Probably Tuesday.
All right. How much was the postage? You didn't pay over $10 for postage, did you?
No.
Okay, good. All right. So my dude, he knows I'm cheap. He executed a buy for me. All righty, everybody. So where are we at? Where are we? Cedric the Entertainer and Wanda Sykes. Yes, Wanda is still... Hollywood loves Wanda Sykes. I mean, they gave her... what was that, a sitcom or 2 sitcoms? One. And then they put her on Comedy Central. And for some reason... And I like Wanda as a person, but... And I guess she's good as a comedian, too. She's just never translated to me or my household. How about you? What is it about her? Is it her voice? But that makes her funny also. Her voice and the whole bit. She's got a younger black Phyllis Diller look about her. She's even looks like a comedian. Well, Wanda is still working, and you can't knock this woman's hustle. She's teamed up with Cedric the Entertainer, and they will be featured in something called Earth to America on TBS. It's a comedy special designed to raise awareness about the environment. Where is this going? Do you recycle at your house? Do sometimes folk have more things on their mind than the environment? See, I'll tell you what I do. I use roll-on because I don't want the ozone layer to be, burned. But then I take the Aquanet and I just spray and spray and spray and spray and I love my Lysol. And then to make matters worse, do you use that little trash bin at your house, the blue one, for the recycling? Have you ever? Me neither. When they invented that recycling thing, something like, what is it, about 10 years ago or 8 years ago, they made it mandatory, remember? And for the homeowners, you know how the township or wherever you live, sometimes they provide you with a garbage can that the garbage man comes by and collects. And then that little blue one, that little blue drum that you're supposed to put bottles and plastic in, you could put that where? Way back there. Everything goes in the garbage bin for the trash man. That might not be right.
Let him sort it out.
But let him sort it out. I've got bigger fish to fry. Oh, that's the law?
They find you against the law.
Oh.
We lawbreakers.
Well, yeah, we're rebels up in here then.
Hit the dumb button.
Well, apparently this show is being taped on November 17th at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. And it's going to air on TBS on November 20th. So if you'd like to learn more about the environment, I think I'm going to check this out myself. Cedric is going to make it entertaining, and Wanda is going to make it very entertaining and comedic, and other celebrities are part of it. This is where we go downhill. Ray Romano, Ben Stiller, Robin Williams, Tom Hanks, Steve Martin, Will Ferrell, Tim McGraw. And Triumph, the insult comic. So you see, they're using Cedric and Wanda to pull folk in, probably because they figure out of all the people who are the least diligent with recycling, it's probably minorities. Yes. Because in America, we're just trying to run from the law. We're trying not to get locked up, trying to make sure, the gates around our homes are protected. I don't know. I don't want to stereotype. Shout out to other people who do recycle. I should start doing that. Alec Baldwin called the cops on his ex-wife, Kim Basinger. Oh. Well, apparently she violated their custody agreement of their 9-year-old daughter, Ireland. 911 was called back in September when Ireland and Kim weren't at home when he arranged to arrive to pick her up for a designated visit. Alec got so livid that he dialed 911. The cops arrived and took the report of Alex's claims. Eventually, Ireland and Kim returned home, and Alec got his, quality time with his daughter. But he's hurt that apparently Kim wasn't prosecuted to the fullest extent for violating this. See, a man would have gotten prosecuted for this. Well, this was a very bitter divorce that they went through, and so, there still might be some residual hate going on. I left the show yesterday. I think I was getting ready to tell you that Noriega has signed a deal with Jay-Z's Rock La Familia. He's going to be releasing a reggaeton CD while preparing to release a totally separate hip-hop album on the Def Jam imprint. So he's very excited about that, and I wish Noriega well. He's both black and Latino. That's Melvin Flint. You better recognize. I still have that CD in my car, the Melvin Flint CD. I thought that was a good CD, Nori. You know what else I still have in my car? Jadakiss CD. That CD is, 8 months old now? I still have it. Jadakiss, I was talking about you last night. I was doing an interview with Essence Magazine. They were interviewing me and some more about the goings-on in pop culture, movies, music, and TV and whatnot. And we were on the three-way. Samore was in luxuriating in her home in Miami. The Essence interviewer was out in California, and I was commuting back to my house in New Jersey from Manhattan. It was after the show. And so we were having a three-way conversation. So the person doing the interview proposed the question, who do you want to see blow up in 2006? And I said, I want to see more blow on Jadakiss. Because while Jadakiss definitely has a name, a well-respected, legendary name in hip-hop and R&B, and among folk, I think that Jadakiss, and this is what I told Essence Magazine, I said, I would love to see Jadakiss star in his own sitcom or be a prime character in a sitcom. Prime character, not some schlep rock in the background. I think Jadakiss has enough street credibility where, the nuckas around the way love him and respect him. He's got enough sex appeal that, he's just bad enough to, just make you tingle. And that smile is incredible. And he loves his mother. And Jadakiss has been around long enough that while I know he knows the block game and he's never far from block mentality, he knows how to play the Hollywood game. He knows what the check writers in Hollywood are looking for, the behavior from the inception of going in for the first meeting with Paramount or whoever to the paperwork signing. Jadakiss is no dummy, and he still managed to hold on to his street credibility in a major way. And he's sexy as all get out. And in 2006, I want to see more shine on Jadakiss. I do. I told him that when he came here to interview, and I mean that.
And he's ready.
He's ready. And I want him to stay with the Locks. I don't want him to, flee that situation. And I don't want him to stop making solo CDs or Locks CDs. And I don't want him to stop hugging the block, and soften up, But I want for him very badly to break into Hollywood. Yeah. And I think that sitcoms and or movies, I think that he's next out the gate. In my mind, that's what I want for 2006. I really couldn't think of anyone else off the top of my head, only because I think about Jadakiss and his Hollywood blow up a lot because I play his CD still quite a bit in my car. So shout out to you, Jadakiss. Love to you. Love to Chic. Love to, the whole Styles. Love to his moms. And love to the whole Yonkers faction. Jadakiss for president. That's what I say.
What up, y'all? You know who it is.
Aww.
Your boy, Jadakiss.
Hi, honey.
The Kiss of Death.
Yes.
And you listening to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Oh.
What's up, man? Wow.
Oh! You are ready for your close-up, Jason. You are. So it's the big Columbus Day weekend, and a lot of us will be shopping around and dealing with annoying salespeople. And it's stretched beyond who they think is stealing and so on and so forth. They actually let a lot of slick mess fly out of their mouths, these salespeople. And in the newspaper the other day, I cut this out. I forgot to go over it with you. They have listed 4 of the most annoying salesperson comments. And here they are. Number 1, that's not my department. 29% of people in the survey selected this quote as the most annoying. Number 2, if it's not on the rack, we don't have it. 25% of us said that we hate that comment. Here's number 3. That's the policy. 25% of us said we can't stand to hear that. And number 4, I'm on break. 25% of us hate to hear that. So, salespeople, really, we didn't push you all into sales. There's no need to be uppity, rude, or anything. Whatever happened to the customer is always right. Yes. Shout out to everybody at Carl's Electronics. I will be coming to see you about a 2-month-old KitchenAid microwave that is broken at my compound. And when I get there tomorrow, I don't want you to tell me that somebody will come to the house and repair it. Nobody repairs microwaves anymore. Those are considered disposable products. And I don't want to hear you say, did I fill out my manufacturer's warranty? Hell to the no, I didn't. It's a microwave. Now, my little brother, who's bigger than me, I was about to call him my big brother. My little brother is coming to the house tonight, and I am going to ask him, unbeknownst to him, my husband doesn't do stuff like that. Is your man like that? You just can't, you have to call somebody in for everything. That happens at my house, but I have a Rolodex full of, I can call somebody for everything. So my little brother, he's good for that. I'll come over, give him a nice meal. And then at the end of the meal, when he's getting ready to leave, he's got his keys in his hand. Oh, by the way, can you move the microwave into the back of my truck? So tomorrow, I will be the first customer at Carl's, and I expect some help. I expect a brand new microwave, the same one that I bought, and I'm going to have my credit card receipt, and my attitude will be in my back pocket. I will not be wearing it because I don't expect it. Yeah. But if I need it, I will pull it out. And put it on. I want a brand new microwave. I want one of your salespeople to remove the broken one from my car, put the new one in the back, and I expect to have to sign nothing, do nothing. All I expect is a smile. Yes. And none of that, it's not my department, or I'm on break, or that's not our policy. What? Let's go to the telephone. Let's keep gossiping and stuff. Hello, hi, it's Wendy. Turn your radio down, though, okay?
Yes.
Hi.
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 How you doing?
Good. What's going on with you?
Nothing. Listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to let you know that I love your station and how my girlfriends always be hating on me because I'll be talking about Wendy this and Wendy that.
I appreciate that.
And they say that you talk too much, but that's what make you so good.
Well, thank you very much.
And I just want to give a shout out to my husband that's working hard.
All right. Thank you for calling.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll take another one. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy. You're on the radio.
Hey, Wendy. What's up?
Hey.
I needed some advice.
Okay.
I'm 17 years old, right? I live in New York. I just started college at NYU.
Mm-hmm.
And a few months ago, I met this A&R from J Records.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to, get in this business for a while now, right? And he's been kind of touchy all of a sudden.
I don't understand. Getting his business, you said, or this business?
Huh?
His business or this business? What did you say?
It's J Records. I just wanted to get in the entertainment business.
Okay, now what do you mean touchy? What does that mean?
He just started, the other day we were in a car, and, he started touching my leg.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then he started talking about, we got into a conversation about what if you were in the business and, you know, somebody made a move on you and it was
Hold
a guy,
on.
you know.
Hold that thought, okay?
Yeah.
It's Wendy, man.
My boss came into my office and he basically brushed up against me with his penis.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know how should I handle that situation?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
.5 WBLS, today's R&B Classic Soul and the Wendy Williams Experience. This hour of the experience is brought to you by Nissan Parts and Services. Nissan! We love you for being sponsors on the show. It's 25 minutes after 4 o'clock. And on Saturday, this will be next Saturday, October 15th, It's My Park Day. You can join the WBLS Street Team at Jackie Robinson Park on 145th Street and Bradhurst in Harlem and pitch in to clean up or plant something because it's My Park Day on Saturday, October 15th. You can call 311 or visit itsmypark.org for all the details, okay? And that's a reminder from your radio station. Is this something that you want me to execute right now, Art?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Art just passed me this, so I'll do it as a This Just In.
Oh.
This Just In. Later on, we'll be hearing from Eddie Love and the WBLS Street Team at the Verizon Wireless Communication Store here on 157-161 East 86th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Also, WBLS will be there until 7 p.m. So stop by your Verizon Wireless Communications on 86th Street between 2nd and 3rd Avenue and pick up some station goodies to go while supplies last. In addition, several lucky attendees will win free concert tickets. Save big with Verizon Wireless during the Superphone sale. Don't wait. The super savings end October 10th. Get incredible deals on the hottest flip phones, camera phones, and VCast phones. VCast phone and coverage required. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the news.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Wendy Williams and Erykah Badu.
You and Common broke up.
Well, actually, we didn't. I have 3 boyfriends now.
Wow. Interesting.
She's gangster.
The other 2 are both dead presidents?
Yes, ma'am. It's a new philosophy. We're trying to bring it to the United States. It's actually an African tradition from the Bambula tribe.
Can you only have one husband?
Well, there's no such thing as marriage with the Bambula tribe. That's the way we do it. That's the way we get down.
Very nice.
Yes.
Is Andre 3000... when you had him
He's
as
an honorary member right now. He tried to go through the course, but he didn't get all the way.
Well, apparently he did. You had the baby.
We got him. This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Yeah. Coming up, I want to tell you about this sex offender that was arrested after the Oprah Winfrey show. You know, it's really crazy how things like that happen. I remember one time I was interviewing Father MC and he was arrested. The marshals were literally standing outside of the studio door waiting to arrest him. Apparently, he had some sort of warrant out. He was on the radio interviewing with me. The marshals got wind of it and they showed up at the radio station and arrested him. Is Jessica Biel the sexiest woman alive? Well, she is, according to Esquire magazine. But she's 23, and she began with Seventh Heaven, and then she went to, she has an upcoming role in the movie Elizabethtown, and earlier this year she was in Stealth, and they call her the sexiest woman alive. I don't go to movies, so I don't even know who this woman is, and I don't watch Seventh Heaven.
She just has a good publicist.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We were talking with the young man who was approached by the A&R from J Records, and he's a student at NYU, and unfortunately he has hung his phone up, and but I can address him over the radio. Homosexuality and bisexuality is notorious in the entertainment game. Make no mistake. This won't, if you get in this game, young man,
This might be the first time, but this won't be the last time that you are approached by men for man-on-man action. What you all didn't hear, because I asked him, at one point he still was on the phone. I picked up the phone. I said, okay, you still there? All right, hold on a second, because I want to continue conversation with you. And he told me real briefly, he started to tell me a story behind the scenes when you and I went into break. And he was telling me that he told his parents about this overture, and his parents were questioning his sexuality and asking him, well, are you sure you're not gay? Are you sure you're not gay? Well, you don't want to miss out on this opportunity either. Are you sure you're not gay? And that's when I put him back on hold to try to, make him wait around for this break, but he hung up. Art pressed the how you doing button, or one of them owl buttons or something, as soon as you got on the phone. But you say you're not gay. There's nothing, gay about you. So I'm going to go with that. What you probably do need to do is ask for some sort of, man-sized backbone for Christmas, because you had a really, really wimpy presence on the telephone, and that might be where the person who was trying to seduce you probably thought that you would acquiesce. You must stick by your own convictions. If you don't want to sleep with anybody, man or woman, then don't do it. But if you're looking to get into this industry,
spread them.
Dude, please. And he also told me behind the scenes that this A&R person told him he'd make him a star. Is this just so typical of the A&Rs? And they prey on the young and the stupid and the naive. Not stupid, but naive. And he just seemed ripe for the picking. You watch yourself, young man. But in the event that you, don't forget your knee pads.
Oh.
And welcome to the industry.
Yes.
Because boys like you get lapped up. No, lapped up, not legendary.
Okay.
Lapped up. Believe it or not, I don't have anything serious to say to him. I mean, I've just said it. People from the outside, there are school teachers driving home for their long weekend right now listening, saying, I can't believe Wendy just answered him like this. Yeah. But you got to be on the inside looking out. Goose, come on, you're more rational than me and Art. What should I have told him?
No, I think you are correct, because the way he sounded, I would think if someone was searching, they would think he's sending signals, but subtly.
Exactly. Or at the very least, he will go along with the program.
A candidate.
Goose.
Now, Goose, what should he do if he doesn't want to, if he's heterosexual and doesn't want to be down? This A&R has touched his leg while they're in the car together. He told me behind the scenes, he's been friends with this A&R since February. This is not going to last too much longer, young man.
He's got to change his character.
That's what I'm saying. Fall back from the industry. Lose this A&R guy. If it's meant to be, you'll make another connection. But you need to come back into this game with your brand new backbone. And Christmas and Hanukkah is just around the corner. Make sure you put that on the top, middle, and bottom of your Christmas list.
But he won't get in. Just get it over. It's going to take like 5 minutes.
Goose, I know that sounds crazy. Everyone I know, that sounds crazy. But Arthur is...
But then he has no guarantee.
Stay focused. Get in the game.
No, there's no guarantee of anything. But the point is that Arthur is 70% correct of what he says. Yeah. You show me 10 men in the room in this game, and I'll show you 7, no less than 5, who have gotten down or get down on a regular basis or get down for the purpose of business. I'll show you 3 absolutely heterosexual men, never been touched, never thinking about it, will punch you in your gut and shoot you at the same time. And the other 7
are rich.
Exactly.
Successful.
Exactly. And Goose makes sense of this, because we sound crazy.
I don't know that he necessarily has to go that way.
No, he could be one of the 3 men in the room, but you need a backbone for that.
Absolutely. Or try another career.
I feel more comfortable with this young man trying another career, because really,
he can't handle the pressure.
No, it's going down in entertainment. It is going down.
It ain't no pressure with enough lube.
No pressure with the lube. Stupid ass.
Sorry.
Woo! I was telling everybody yesterday, did you hear James Brown and his soon-to-be ex-wife Tommy Ray Brown? They're putting their own money behind a documentary about their lives. And no word on who's going to be picking this up, but I would love to see this. This is the older version of Being Bobby Brown, everybody. They put between $700,000 and $1 million of their own money into it. So I just wanted you to know that. There was a ruling made in the matter involving a rapper named Pitbull and the release of an album that he recorded with Slip and Slide Records before signing with TVT Records. And the judge issued a 26-page opinion on it and telling Slip and Slide they have the right to drop his album, his work that he left behind at Slip and Slide before signing to TVT. Pitbull was trying to get out of his Slip and Slide deal, but the judge in 26 pages said, you might want out of the deal, but TVT still has, Slip and Slide still has the right to release the CD. I guess that's, Fantasia, you got to read the paperwork you sign. Oh, I forget, she did. She can read. That was a ruse for you all. Wow. What did you just find out? Get over here. Goose is going to tell me I only have 60 seconds. Doggone you, Goose. Goose, can Artie have an extra 30 seconds? Affiliates, wait a minute. Art just got off the phone with a wow. Real quick.
The dude from J Records is a young, good-looking. He's only 26 years old.
The dude or the A&R?
The A&R.
Okay.
He's 26, young, good-looking. He produced his whole
album?
Yes, and my man at J Records said all the dude had to do was just do the deed to keep it moving.
Damn! You should have bought your knee pads, stupid. You could have been part of the 7 in the 10 in the room. Because like Art said, it's the 7 who are rich.
LJ Holla.
No! Art got his knee pads.
And his name.
He's trying to get on.
How you doing?
Ow.
Wendy, man.
I have a boyfriend, and I've been with him for maybe a little over 3 years. And he's just now telling me that he has a child out there somewhere that may be like 5 or 6 years old.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hi, this is Vaughn Harper. Relax with me weeknights at our new time, 7 p.m. to midnight on The Quiet Storm, as I promise to give you a musical massage right here on 107.5 WBLS.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
I act out all the skits in the studio. It's crazy. Did you see me looking at the buttons?
Yeah.
Like it's World.
We have a ball with the buttons after hours.
I have a ball with the buttons after hours, too. Every conversation I have in my head, there's a button going off.
We did your whole life story one day.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have it in there?
No, I'm going to do it live.
Oh, okay. Oh, gosh. This is me growing up in Ocean Township. Then... Then I was a college intern and nobody cared. Then what is that?
That's Kev.
Oh yeah, okay. Enter Kev. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Then and baby makes 3.
Mama!
Oh, okay. What else? Okay. Thank you, New York.
Oh, you are fantastic,
Thank you,
Wendy.
Mommy.
You will always be my special star.
And I finally begin to get a bit of what I deserve after a long, hard career and finally get my parents' approval.
Got him. This is it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Hey, Susie John. Hey, I have an interesting factoid from the U.S. Census Bureau. 63% of young people's suicides, well, the young people themselves were raised in fatherless homes. Just food for thought. So about the sex offender who was nabbed after the Oprah show, apparently Oprah, who's dedicated to so many different things, including tracking down evildoers. So she put this man, William Davis's picture up on the TV. William Davis is a sex offender, and yesterday, Thursday, he was arrested. Just 2 days after she broadcast his face and offered $100,000. Well, she didn't do the offering, but there's a $100,000 reward for information leading to his capture. So there was this woman named Jean Rosenthal who is in Minnesota. And she works at a deli. She's 29, and she saw the man up on the Oprah show and then identified him from the website too. And here's her quote. His picture came up on TV and I started shaking. I couldn't hold my coffee. she recognized him as a man that her friend's neighbor was introduced. He's a neighbor of one of her friends, but she knew him as Mark. So he's been captured. Go the Oprah show. Go the Oprah show. Yeah, so it's no secret that little Kim and 50 Cent have bad blood, but I just got this quote from the Associated Press. This is from an interview that Kim did before she entered the Fed pen. And she says, I can't front. I don't have a lot of respect for 50 because his music is hardcore, violent. And I love his music sometimes, but I feel like in his personal life, his real life, he carries that on. And that's not a great message. You know what I mean? I think he promotes it. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. But, Kim, you did a lot of that promoting also. But I understand. You were fronting because in your personal life, you weren't really moving keys and slobbing like a Sprite can and all that other kind of stuff. Is that what you're saying? Are radio stations playing that Mace song? I mean, is that really taking off? You know, considering Mace is such a hypocrite. Like, I just think that, you know, it's a thought to perhaps not stand by it because he was in and then out, and now he's back in and talking about, you know, or they're talking about at the end of the Mace song, 50 and them. If there are any kids in the way, shoot anyway. I talked about this yesterday on the show. I mean, at some point, you know, all the beefing and whatnot has got to stop. So now what are we doing? So G-Unit accepted Mason. So now G-Unit, on the strength of Mace, has a whole beef with the Dipset. So where are we going with this? That's why we have Kanye West. Is that what we're saying? And
Jay-Z coming back.
And then Jay-Z's back in the studio. In the meantime, there's a big girl lingerie line that wants Kirstie Alley to be their spokesperson because even though she's lost 50 pounds, you know, she's still a big girl. Hey, Shaylin. Champagne was looking for you.
I found her.
Oh, okay. The purple looks nice on you. It goes with your eyes. It's now making your eyes look a little violet-y or something or another. You look really nice. What is that, a full-blown... What do you have, a full...
No, it's not a dress. It's like a long shirt. It's a long shirt.
Oh, let me see. Do you have jeans on with it, or do you have Oh, it's a tunic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute, though. It looks nice.
I put on comfortable, like, pants.
Yeah. It's nice.
Thank you.
Why do you have the tank top on underneath? You thought the shoulders were too much sex?
No, because I don't have a strapless bra that fits nicely.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
So I had to, I had to wear my regular bra and then put a
tunic, tank on over it. Yeah. Look at Shaylin working it out. Anyway, so the line is called Fit for Me. And so, you know, Kirstie, while she lost a lot of weight, she still qualifies as, you know, a woman down with a thickness. Have you picked up the new Fortune magazine, by the way, back to Jay-Z with Jay-Z on the front cover? Yeah, it's the October Fortune magazine. That's big for hip-hop. That's big for Jay-Z. Expanding and enlarging. Who's on the telephone? Who's all talking? Do you know how to execute that? Loose joints? Hello?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I was trying to see if I'm the winner.
Oh, no, we're not doing a contest right now. Thank you for calling. We'll go to somebody else. Or maybe somebody's doing a contest. That's the problem with having the toll-free line, because maybe one of the radio stations is doing a contest, and I'm, you know. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine. How are you?
Okay.
Have you or are you having an affair with a family member of your mate?
No, I'm not.
All right. There were 36% of the audience yesterday said yes.
Well, I'm not.
Okay. Well, here's the new people poll question. Do you take public transportation to work?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Well, then you would answer yes at the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. We'll give all of you all the results on Tuesday. We're off on Monday. What's going on with you, sir?
Nothing. I was trying to be called number 10 to win this money.
Where are you listening? What radio station do you listen to?
WBLS.
Oh, well, no. That's 5:15 Eastern Time. When you hear
I know.
what time is it?
It's
Oh!
5:14.
Oh! No, it's not. It's 5:14. My Verizon phone is correct. Now, just listen for your cue to call in and win, okay?
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I guess we shouldn't. Wait. Hello?
Hello, no, just calling about the money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Call back.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Don't take any more phone calls. It's really weird because here in New York, we're giving away $107,000. And I know in Philly and in Hartford, there's, powerhouse passes going on. I don't know what the beat in Shreveport is doing. I don't know what the beat in LA is doing. But, all the radio stations, that's the weird thing about syndication. Like, you're in the loop, but you're not in the loop. So when the show is actually going on, people are calling up to win. It's like, anyway. Shout out to everybody listening. Welcome to the weekend. So he talks about, expanding his life from Marcy Projects to the president's chair at Def Jam. I just think it's really great. And one of the things that he says, which I love, is there's nothing hot or sexy. Wait, hold on. Oh, you know what I thought this was in the beginning? Young Jeezy's beat for Guess Who's Bizak. Still smell the crack in my clothes. Oh, yeah.
Still bumping that CD?
Still stash the yams at my auntie's house. All right? Auntie. That's country, right? Auntie. I like it, though. Yes, I do still bump that CD, and I would appreciate if you would take some of those music beds and loop them for the show.
As soon as I hook up my man's room.
Oh, Hollywood. Oh, your room is still suffering through devastation. Well, dear Wendy, I feel what you were saying the other day regarding Alfre Woodard on Desperate Housewives. Yes, it's the weekend, everybody. The 3rd episode of the new season of Desperate Housewives. This person, Amelia, goes on to say, I was saying the same thing, Wendy, when they said that she'd be on the show. And my top choices would have been Layla Rashawn, Principal Gray from the Steve Harvey Show. Oh, yeah, that's Wendy Robinson. And any one of the black actresses that are mainstream friendly and acting in the 90s. I respect Alfre Woodard, but she's like, and this is a good analogy in my mind, the female Morgan Freeman. That is a beautiful analogy to me. Respectable and asexual in Hollywood. Think about it. When is the last time Morgan Freeman or James Earl Jones, as a matter of fact, were in a love scene? There are a lot of attractive black women in their 30s and 40s that could have been on Desperate Housewives. I guess that would be too many taking the spotlights and catfighting going on. Yeah, that's why I think that they say that this is as dramatic as Guess Who's Bizak right here. See what I'm saying? That's why I think, like they say, within the first 13 episodes of this new season, we're going to see one wedding and we're going to see a death. And I think Alfre Woodard is not going to make it through this entire season. And if she does, this will be her only season on the show. Because after we find out whose hand that is, first of all, is it a black hand or a white hand? We're still debating, and we're still dealing with that. But then again, who is it? And how this whole Alfre Woodard scenario is germane to the show? Where are they going to go with this? I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, and I hope you all don't take it the wrong way, but it's not exactly like she's a sexual being for the show. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who watches the show in here? Desperate Housewives. Art? Why do you raise your hand so reluctantly?
There's nobody else raising their hands. All these females in here.
I know. Well, Miss Artie, I need you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with the rest of Alfre Woodard? I mean, really?
I would get rid of her and maybe keep her son a little longer. Depending on what happens with the man in the closet in the basement.
And then what would her son do? Is he slaying white girls on Wisteria Lane?
Not yet.
Because you have to remember that eventually this all has to come around to the very essence of a soap opera format. Sex.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
So I think that the death is going on in the Woodard house. And the marriage, I don't know who the marriage is, but the death is definitely the Woodard house. Just a thought. Is it safe to go to the phone, or are people still going to be trying to win stuff? Let's go to the phone and say. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi,
Hi, how are you, Wendy?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Good. I was wondering I don't know if you talked about it yet, the Jay-Z thingamajig?
What Jay-Z thingamajig?
He allegedly was accused of hitting a woman.
Oh, is that footage from years ago that keeps popping up?
I don't know, but I just got an email about it. I don't know.
I don't know. I think that happened a few years ago. Supposedly he was playing. But thanks for calling.
Okay, have a good day.
Bye-bye. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Good.
I have a. Hi, this is.
Yeah, you got to turn your radio down. If you listen and you
I'm
talk,
sorry.
yeah, it's going to be crazy. Mm-hmm.
I just got back from San Diego and there, and I'm so glad to be back in New York and with your show. I missed all the latest sounds. I don't know what late playing.
Oh, okay.
I just left the religion of Islam, and I stopped wearing all the long dresses and headpieces.
Oh wow, how is that?
Well, it was driving me crazy.
Okay, so now you've got a free life. So what does that mean? Wild sex and you can drink alcohol?
Yeah, wild sex, and I was uninhibited from the get-go.
Wow, so
really out there.
Wow,
but I can't find nobody. The brothers and the dean. I don't care if they hear me too. And this is Jamila talking. The brothers were going out and marrying non-Muslim women anyway. And even the sisters get 3 kids and. The brother get locked up or something happened with the brother. And the sister, in the religion of Islam, there should be no single men at all in the masjid.
So
if there's a single brother in the masjid, it's astaghfirullah. Why? Why are you single in the masjid? You can have 3, 4 wives. Why are you single in the masjid, walking around like a peacock? I'm too sexy for my shirt, too sexy for my shoes.
What are you saying? What are you saying? How you doing?
Yeah, well, how you doing? You down I don't know what's happening with that.
Wow.
So I went to San Diego trying to find me a husband, and the brothers are just like that out there. They got jobs, they got houses, they got cars, they got dealerships and everything. And I was out there asking brothers, proposing to brothers. I proposed to about 4 brothers.
Wow.
And they turned me down, and I'm fine. I look like a dark-skinned Beyonce.
Wow.
And I don't understand what's up with these brothers.
Wow.
But I'm just like 48 now.
Well, but I
was married for 23 years.
But I know you're probably glad.
Divorced for 3.
I know you're probably glad to get rid of all that material that you were swathed in.
Oh yeah, I was so hot. And one time, Ali Mamisa had us covering up our pretty faces, child.
Oh wow.
I was from the Ansar community at one time. I wore a veil over my face about 2 years, and then I caught myself getting liberal, took the veil off my face, but I had everything else covered up. And I have a really nice shape.
All right, Jamila, gotta go. We're about to be cut off.
Oh, it's Wendy, man.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for like about 4 months now, and first time we had sex, he could not get it up at all.
Maybe it's drinking. Is he a drug user? Does he take any depressants or anything?
No, nothing.
Maybe it's
how you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience. Accepted.
Oh, it's 107.5 WVLS. Today's R&B and classic soul. The Steve Harvey Morning Show and the Wendy Williams Experience all afternoon long. And we're giving away the money. Let's go to the phone. And caller number 10 is on. Hi. Hello?
Hello, is this WBLS?
Yes, and you're caller number 10?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yes, you are.
You're kidding.
Congratulations.
Wendy?
Yes.
Wendy, I love you. I love you.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to you.
I hear myself on the radio. Oh, my goodness. You're kidding.
What's your name?
Kim.
Where are you calling? Kim Jackson. Where are you calling from, Kim?
Mount Vernon, New York.
Congratulations, Kim. What a way to start the long weekend. You just picked up $1,000.
You don't know how much I need it.
What are you going to do with it?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. Kim, what are you going to do with the money?
Wow. Probably go to Mohegan Sun.
And gamble it all away or try to double your money.
No, I can't believe this. Wait, that's my sister. She's probably listening.
Oh, Kim, well, listen. This is your share of our $107,000 cash guarantee. Hold on. We're going to take all your information. Hey, Kim, let everybody know.
Every day.
Thank you, Kim. Kim.
I can't believe it. I'm crying.
Kim has been doing this whole contest with the radio blasting in the background. I'm
sorry. And Ty was on, too. I'm sorry.
It's okay. She wanted to hear herself on the radio. Kim?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Kim?
Yes.
Dry your tears. Throw a smile on that face and let everyone know the only radio station in New York with the $107,000 cash guarantee.
WBLS.
Excellent. Hold on, Kim. We're going to give you all your information. Oh, I understand. It's a lousy day outside. I mean, yeah, it's Friday, but it's all nasty and rainy and funky and humid and whatnot. I'm glad you guys are here with us, though. That's for sure. Shout out to Diva J, who says, love the show. Check out the website. Artie, you ready for this one?
Yes.
HotGhettoMess.com.
Heard of it.
Diva J said there's a lot of good stuff on there. Happy birthday to Linda Lavanis. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Linda, from Irvington, New Jersey? Your 32nd birthday. Happy birthday to you. Thanks for spending it with us. Shout out to Miss Hibiscus, who's listening, who says, Wendy, I'm getting the impression that you and your husband are not together. If you are, dang. Does he ever babysit? What's up, girl? What time did this fax come? Yep, 13 minutes after 2 o'clock. That was just about the time I was talking about, us being off on Monday. And, me staying home with little Kev and whatnot. Of course, but it's not called babysitting when it's your own children. Not only that, but when you work for yourself, you don't have days off. I have off, not him. Daddy gets that money, and I'll be home luxuriating with Junior. Besides, I do it best. Are you kidding me? And yes, we very much are together, Ms. Hibiscus. Dear Wendy, I'm so disappointed in you. Not once have I heard you play or even promote Toni Braxton's new CD. Need I remind you that in the summer of 2003, you played Beyonce's Crazy in Love every day, sometimes twice a day, months before anyone else played it. And you promoted the hell out of Mimi's CD. And here is Toni, and you're not playing her album, but you'll be the first to diss how little she sold. She opened at number 4 in her first week, but with some promotions, she can and will do a lot better. Track number 4, Take This Ring, is my new anthem. If you don't have a copy of the CD, have one of your interns call me and I'll mail it to you. That's from Shy. Well, Shy, I understand what you're saying, but let me just tell you and remind you that I am not responsible for any of the new music that you hear at the radio station. Now, while it is true that I do bring my disco dance classics, because this is today's R&B and classic soul, and hear classic dance music, my Vogue and Holiday and all like that. The new music that you hear is programmed by our music director,
yes,
Stacy.
Wow, Anderson.
Redbone. And so when the radio show is actually going on, I'll be honest with you, the music that makes my toes tap the hardest, and I'm going to be perfectly honest, is when we play the absolute classics. I love to hear the Peach Boys. I have it up loud. Me and Artie are dancing on the dance floor. I love to hear Cheryl Lynn. And then, it's nice to hear, Luther and Brian McKnight and stuff, but I'm working. And I don't, that's when I walk out of the room and I'm doing something else. And I love all the music that we play on the radio station, but to keep me motivated while I'm actually working, I need to, we throw, clear the dance floor. Come on. Keep it going. I don't know what, there's no Toni Braxton playing on this show? There's nothing new from Toni Braxton's CD?
Not a new one, I don't think.
Well, then you take that up with the rest of BLS. Stacy. And by the way, I didn't diss Toni Braxton. I just talking about her yesterday, how she debuted at number 4. Sure she did. I'm not the boss. Okay. Good. Where's Goose, by the way? Give me that stack of music. Give me some music. Give me the stack of music. Where's the stack? Give me the stack. See, this is me. This is me right here. All right, look. I'll pick something out. Let's see. We played Thanks to You by Cinnamon last hour. What you want to hear? Ooh, music is my life. I got to keep on dancing. No, you know what? I'm going to play one of my classic standard favorites. Let's hit this 10 City Devotion. Oh. Do you know what I mean? I love that song. Devotion.
We still got some spots, though.
All right, we'll play it when the spots are finished.
If we got time.
Oh, well, let me stop talking so that we have time. All right, but I appreciate you listening to the show. And you know what? Let's leave a note for Stacey Anderson to get on this Toni Braxton CD. I had no idea. We don't play Toni Braxton here at the radio station. I know we play the classics.
Right. But the new one?
But we don't play anything from her new CD?
I don't think so.
Well, that's part of today's R&B.
Yes.
I did not know. An encore. All right, so we're going to keep it moving. I'm here until 7 o'clock. It's the Wendy Williams Experience on the radio station for today's R&B and classic soul and some and some cute house music here on the show too. The Steve Harvey Morning Show, the Vaughn Harper Experience, and the
last but not least,
the Wendy Williams Experience. By the way, Vaughn will be in at 7. It's 107.5 WBLS.
Benny. Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's the weekend. Yeah, how you doing? This hour of programming is brought to you by Cafe Bahia. Home to the Saturday Night Live WBLS broadcast. It's Cafe Bahia, Stamford, Connecticut. Party with them for the weekend. All right.
I swear I'll never cheat. I'll be there when no one's around.
Yeah. Energy up. This is the weekend, everybody. According to Inside TV Magazine, this is the weekend that we find out who is living in Betty Applewhite's basement on Desperate Housewives. I can't wait to find out. My big sister is in town, and I can't wait until Sunday night because we both watch Desperate Housewives. And so we'll be sitting there, like sisters do, on the bed with our legs folded Indian style.
Eating.
Probably with Princess Marcella Borghese face mask on. Oh. It's fun. It's just, it gets better, even when you get older as sisters. Like the older you get, just the better it gets. I just love that. Tomorrow we're going to see that new Cameron Diaz movie. That's her pick, but whatever. We're going to see that movie. And then Sunday, the face mask and the cotton balls between our toes and the clothes thrown all over the bed and Desperate Housewives playing. It's like real fun. Shout out to everybody who has a sister. A sister who has a sister. It's fun. I mean, shout out to the boys too, but it's not the same. Anyway, I can't wait until Sunday's episode because we do find out who lives in the basement, and that is from the actor who plays Khalib on the show. Is that his name on the show, or is that his name in real life? Alfred Woodard's son, Khalib. No, Paige Kennedy is his name.
That's hot.
Yeah, that's a real nice name. So the Rolling Stones were performing in Virginia the other day, and there was a bomb threat called in targeting the stage area. So the cops came in with the bomb-sniffing dogs and cleared out the first 3 rows. The other people, stayed in their seats, but it was a 45-minute pause, like 8 songs into the concert. And so the dogs sniffed around. They didn't find anything, thank goodness. And so then the show went off without a hitch. But they cleared, the first 20 rows, not the first 3. Did I say first 3? I meant first 20. Ted Koppel's stepping down from Nightline. Yeah. As a matter of fact, his last broadcast is going to be on November 22nd. And he's been with Nightline since 1980, when it debuted. He's 65 now. He still has all that hair. You think that's a rug he wears? It's a lot of... He still has his boyish looks, even at 65. It's like amazing to me. I mean, I'm not saying he's a good-looking man. That's not what I mean. I mean, he's got his boyish looks. Well, it was Tom Brokaw that stepped down from NBC News, then Dan Rather from CBS, now Koppel from ABC, and of course, Peter Jennings checked out. So they're not announcing who's going to be, filling the Nightline shoes.
Maybe Matt Lauer.
Maybe. Not. I don't know. Hey, Wendy. This is from Nisha. Nisha says, hey, Wendy. I don't know if you heard, but Foxy Brown has inked a deal with Simon Schuster to publish her own book. It's called I, Fox, My Broken Silence. It'll be released January of 2006. And she's doing the book with the former editor of The Source magazine, the fabulous Kim Osorio. And Nisha in Philly says she's looking forward to reading about, all that's going on. Foxy's going to spill the beans. Well, good for Foxy. You finally got your book deal down pat, and we look forward to reading Broken Silence. Probably be more successful than your next CD. I mean, based on all the hubbub, you're so difficult to work with. I guess Kim's the only one who'll have you. You know what I mean? She probably works with her from afar at that. No, Foxy, we don't need to get together for writing sessions. Just give me a call and I'll roll tape on our phone conversation. You know what I mean? I wish you well, Foxy. I was reading this article on handbags, and I forgot where I was reading it, whether it was the New York Times. As a matter of fact, I think it was the New York Times. They probably still have the article if you go online, NewYorkTimes.com. And it was in the paper this week, actually. And the gist of the article is, why are handbags so damn expensive? Women are thinking nothing anymore of spending, $500, $800, $1,000, $1,500 on a bag and more. Handbags have become a $5.3 billion business as of 2003. Now, it's a lot more than that. In 2004, those numbers climbed 8%. 2005, the stats aren't in because the year's not over, but you can see where we're going with this. Back in the day, women were spending, $40 and $50 on handbags. Now, all of a sudden, ultra luxurious designer handbags have become a thing. And they say the bags that are from $650 to $15,000 account for an estimated 5% of the bag market purchases. In the article, I remember reading something like, women would rather invest. Like at one point, it was high-end jeans, and then there was, like jewelry and, maybe fur coats or whatever. But now, women look at an investment in a handbag as like, will you wear your house on your arm, kind of, sort of, Your bag is a statement of who you are. This is in the New York Times. This was an article a few days ago. Women are looking at a bag as being a total statement of who you are, even over clothing. Because, you can throw on, and I was like, I said, well, it's real easy to throw on gray sweats and a stretched out T-shirt. But when you grab that handbag, that is the last bastion of statement-dom. And it requires no makeup, pantyhose, or the proper fit. I mean, sure, when you look good from head to toe and your clothing finery, that's one thing. And then grabbing a nice handbag, I guess, is the final thing. But this is so much thought, the clothing and stuff. The handbag, you literally grab it off your dresser or wherever you keep yours, at night, and you go. And it makes an instant statement, an instant style statement about you, I guess your lifestyle or whatever. Even if your hair is not done, you have tracks showing, you have BDBs showing, you have no time to put on a bra, so you're walking around with 2 zucchinis. And you got on dirty sweatpants with throw up on them. And house shoes. But a nice handbag. And you know what? I'm one of these women. You can take the jewelry. You can take the furs. You can take it all away. The article got me to think, like, what is my absolute favorite luxury item? The handbag. I'll trade it all for a nice handbag. I'll walk. I don't need a car. Like that. What's your favorite? We don't have time to go to the phone? Damn. I got to tell you something, and I apologize. there's one more thing that doesn't work here in the studio, the clock. So therefore, I didn't realize this is the last break of the show. It is really time to go.
Time flew.
Then when the breaks are on, I don't know how long the breaks are. All right, you guys. Look, I love you for listening. You all be safe out there. Enjoy the long weekend. We'll talk to you again on Tuesday. Don't forget to check out the website and answer the new People Poll question. Do you take public transportation to work? Yes or no? Go to the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. It's been a terrific week. Thanks so much for being a part of it. Take care. Love you for listening.
See you later.
Good night. Program complete.
Well, they're gone, but we're here. And I really do want to know that. Like, what is your favorite luxury item? Like the thing that you splurge on that you feel as though you can't do without. Art, what is yours?
Boxer shorts.
Boxer shorts. You were real quick with that. Like, that's your definitive answer.
Yeah.
What's the most you've spent on boxer shorts? Because anything over Fruit of the Looms is a lot for me to hear from a man. But $40. Yeah. Be damn the jeans. Yeah. Be damn the loafers from Gucci or whatever. Yeah. You'll go to Tom McCann's. But your boxer shorts are always on point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Goose, what about you?
Electronics, I'm sorry.
Electronics.
Yeah.
No problem.
Every new thing that comes out.
Yes. Damn everything else. It's about electronics for you. What about you two girls?
Shoes. I want to say the same
Yeah,
thing.
shoes. See, I'm like damn shoes. Over handbags are my ish.
And I wear a size 11.
Yeah. So it becomes hard.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll curl my toes in a 10 as long as my handbag's on point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Handbags would be second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, we're going to open up the phone lines to you all. We don't have to talk about that, although I am curious. I would love to know what your splurge is. And, we gossip, and we can do advice hour. The bonus hour is a bit of everything. It's here on the Wendy Williams Experience, and it begins in... Art, can I have your cell phone so I can see the correct time? Oh, it begins in 8 minutes. It's 5:52 now on 107.5 WBLS.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
She's a mother.
Hey, Mommy, happy to go.
Here. Oh, don't drop it on the floor. Germs.
She's crafty.
I know how to paint. I can sew. I do a little cooking.
She's a singer.
Struggle. In and out. Ups and downs.
Put that
like,
where?
Whoa,
Back
whoa.
She drops it like it's hot.
Brown juice in one hand and get right in the other.
She has Tourette's moments.
Although I do have to be honest with you, the last time that I went, Dame Dash! What did that have to do with anything?
She spazzes out.
No, you didn't tear up your 40-something-year-old body! No!
She's gangster.
Anybody who tries to get in the way is going to get rolled over.
She's the queen of all media. Wendy Williams. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour gonna last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
I just came back from the bathroom. FYI, ladies, you never use that roll that's just sitting there that's not on the actual toilet paper roller. Because that's usually the one that's fallen on the floor. And even if it's not wet with urine, because maybe it fell in the toilet or in a puddle of urine on the floor, it is picking up all the germs from the floor. And then you wipe your privates with it. And then, you're starting a whole new family up in there of something. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that my Botox needle shots have now turned black and blue. Artie, do you notice them?
Oh my God.
Yeah, is
that normal?
Yeah, of course it is. And it's beauty is pain.
Yes,
and I don't even ice my forehead. She just goes in and does. I take it like a champ.
You rock those blue dots well.
And you know what? And the funny thing is, the guy was here from the New York Magazine because they're doing this piece on me, and so they wanted some pictures of me in the studio too. And I never pulled out because I get involved with the show, and I'm just ignoring everything around me and stuff. And I never pulled out my press powder to cover Hours ago when he was here, I guess they were just red dots, on my forehead and between my eyes for the Botox. But, hours later, yes, they do. I got my Botox at 12 noon today at Dr. Downey's office over in Montclair. Hey, Dr. Janine. And 6 hours later, sure, they're black and blue. But these are my battle scars.
Yeah, they only last for a second, right?
I mean, yeah, they'll be over. I mean, they're worth it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look, press something frightful. You can't see my expression.
Right. You're right. Shout out to the blue dots.
Yeah. Black and blue.
Oh.
Dear Wendy, I completely agree with you on Alfre Woodard. I need to have Angela Bassett come on as her sister or her cousin so she can drop it like it's hot. Did you see her on Alias last year? She still got it. No, Alfre Woodard. No, I don't watch Alias, but I've seen Angela Bassett out, and yet she very much still has got it. Out socializing and whatnot. So Eddie Love, everybody, as you know, is a part of the WBLS family, and he's over at the Verizon Wireless Communications store on 86th Street. And that store is on 86th, that's 2nd Avenue between 2nd and 3rd Avenues. And he's going to be there until 7 o'clock, and he's on the telephone. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, now it's Eddie Love, and I'm at the Verizon Wireless Communications store here at 157-161 East 86th Street between 3rd and Lexington. Let me tell you, it's the Superphone Super Sale going on right now. It's a sale you don't want to miss. Don't wait. Come in right now.
Hello, this is Maria here at the Verizon Wireless store on 86th Street. Don't come in and join us with the super phone sale. We have VCAS phones, we have 9800s, we have 8100s, all these different types of phones for your needs. So come in and enjoy the sale.
That's right, you heard Maria. We're at 157-161 East 86th Street. Also, if you're the first 3 customers that hear this on the radio, come down and say, hey, now, Eddie Love, break me off. I've got concert tickets for you to see Lil Mo, Escape, and Tila, and Raheem Devon at B.B. King's Blues Club. Break. B.B. King's, Wednesday, October 12th, Seagram's Live presented, and you know we got it like that. Also, happy birthday to me. I'll be celebrating my birthday tonight downtown on 20th Street at 28 West 20th Street, 28 West 20th Street, Flatiron Loft. That's tonight. So come on down to Verizon Wireless. We're here to 7 o'clock, and it's on 107.5 WBLS.
All right, one day somebody's going to jump you in the music library on those damn buttons. Say, did you see Steve Harvey's paint job in the office?
Yes.
Bright red.
Yes, like a blood.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Might be some affiliation there. I was just joking.
Gangland activities in the hall of BLS.
Oh.
Details at 11.
I'm part of the pink gang.
Yeah. Our office has moved. We didn't have a window. I mean, we had a nice size office, but it was, there was no window. So now we've moved to an office with a window because that space became available, and it's a bit bigger, and it's big, beautiful, picturesque. It's a perfectly pristine view of the entire New York City. It's just absolutely lovely. And so I'm carrying over the same paint job, the same Pepto-Bismol colored paint on the walls. But it's nice to see that somebody shares my flair for the gaudy. Mm-hmm. I'm glad to have Harvey here.
Yes.
Because his office is right next to my office. No, actually, there's going to be a green room in between. And I think that Harvey would agree with me. We didn't confer on what color we want our green room. But I'm going for the green color on your keyboard green. Now, on your computer how that color green is green. I don't want hunter green. I don't want anything subtle. Nothing subtle about an interview here. And I think that Steve, being that he's loud and gaudy like me, I think it's safe to say he would want that color green also. So it's his office is bright red, and then the green room is going to be in between. And then my office is on the other side of the green room in the bright pink.
Yep. Very colorful side of the building.
Yes. We need to bring some life to this joint.
Mm-hmm. New paint job, new people. There's some fresh faces up in here. New paint job, new people, no Roger, no rerun, no rent.
Oh, boy. Who is Tony Danza to be saying he's not impressed with Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes having a baby? Oh, not for the same reasons you and I talk. You know, the ruse, the charade, the beard of it all. Danza is not impressed because they're having a child out of wedlock.
Wow.
Who is Tony Danza to be talking? I'm not saying because I know anything scandalous about him, but that's like an odd thing for somebody to be saying these days. So many people have children out of wedlock. Apparently it's right and okay with society because everybody's doing it. It's almost corny if you're married and you have kids. But let me see. This is what Tony says. I'm a little upset about this. Here's a guy out there lecturing people about drugs, but out of wedlock births don't seem to bother him. He's never appeared on my show, so it doesn't matter. I'm happy for them, but we're sending them to Maury Povich's show for a DNA test. Do you like his show, that Tony Danza show? Do you ever watch it? Yeah, believe it or not, it's still on. Can you execute the job?
It's already done.
Oh my gosh, she was so fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm going to use some of these for the New York Magazine photo shoot. I got to make up for the black and blue marks that they're going to see in my forehead. I mean, these are going to see all kind of mess going on in the New York Magazine, so I figured I'd give you different sides of the mess.
That's good. That's good.
Just send it to me. I can delete it.
Thank you so much.
XML, exceed my limits.
I mean, I care about my image for magazines and stuff, but it's not the most... I'm surprised I'm saying this because, you know, I didn't think that I would grow into this type of person. I totally thought that by the time, you know, I got to the point of people wanting to take my pictures and stuff, that I'd be like, Cavalli or nothing. You know, flying Sam Fine to do my hair. Hell no, you will not take a picture until my gloss is perfect and my every eyelash is on and stuff like. But I'm so not like that. I mean, to the point of, I guess maybe you'd be disgusted. You know what I mean? Like, Wendy, you know, do it. You know, do it. I am. I'm on the mic.
There you go.
And it's not that I don't care about my public image. It's just that I'm to the point now, I guess, you know, in terms of age and career and other priorities, that it is what it is.
Deal with it.
I'm dealing with it. It is what it is. However I look in magazine, that is what it is. If I look gruesome, oh well, that's a side of me too. If I look great, okay, that's a side of me too. If I, you know, Wendy, you had flyaways. Oh well. Art, you know how I am.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Uggs today.
Oh.
What did the fashionistas say?
Last year.
And?
There you go. You got a good handbag, so and.
Yeah, handbag is key.
Yeah, handbag is tight.
Handbag is that is that. Everything else can be toe up from the flow up. Yes. That handbag, baby. Handbag's my thing. If I was trapped on a deserted island, that's the, you know, handbag. If you strip me of everything, you know, handbag. For Goose, he said electronics, right, Goosey?
Yep.
Artie said his drawers. His drawers are key. He doesn't mind spending $40. Would you spend $100 on a pair of drawers?
It depends. That would have to feel real nice.
See, I wouldn't even consider that.
Yeah.
But for you,
yeah,
you would consider it.
I would consider it.
The girls, they like shoes. Shoes are their thing. Let's go to the telephone, see what people are talking about. Hello? Wait, you got to turn your radio down, though. Yeah, we'll get the 8-second delay. So you're still talking about handbags in your car, and I'm on the radio talking to you. Hello? Hi. It's Wendy. Hello?
Hey, Wendy.
Hi, you're on the radio.
How are you? It's Donna.
Hi, Donna. Donna, what's your fix? Like, what's your thing that, you know...
Wendy, Marc Jacobs handbags.
Yeah, okay. So,
every season, gotta have one.
Yeah. What's the most you paid for one?
$1,200. I know that's disgusting. That's a month's mortgage.
Yeah, but you did it.
Oh, in a heartbeat, I do it. I love those bags.
Yeah. Now, if there was a hard to get Marc Jacobs, say it was $3,500, would you save and get it?
No, that's like way too much. No, that's no.
Okay. But those are your weakness. That you could do without shoes. You could do without mascara.
Oh, it's actually handbags followed by custom-made shoes. Love shoes, too.
Oh, and you get yours custom-made.
Mm-hmm. Because I wear a size 12, so I can't have a Marc Jacobs handbag and, Selbies. Can't do that.
Oh, see,
so
I
get
can.
my shoes made. I get them made.
I mean, I understand getting them made, and I have some Diva shoes and a couple of custom-made ones also, but I'll tell you what, I will do a Marc Jacobs bag and some Selby shoes in a minute. As a matter of fact, I will do Isaac Mizrahi from Target shoes in a minute, as long as that handbag is on point. What?
Yeah, the handbag is key. I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, that's my vice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for calling, Donna. Have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, you too, Wendy. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good.
So,
if I had the fabulous career like you, I would probably consider spending thousands of dollars on a handbag.
Yeah.
But since I don't, underwear is my thing.
I can dig it. So what?
I have a pair of lace and pearl panties that I spent, I believe, $60 or $70 for.
Wow. and how often do you wear them?
Not very often at all, because those are the ones that you say, sweetie, you're going to have to work your way around these.
Yes. And if he would dare pull them off you and pop the pearls.
I'd kick his ass.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, thank you for calling. What are you doing for the weekend?
Actually, this will be a weekend spent with the kitties.
Yeah. You guys,
the weather is disgusting.
It's
traffic on 80 East is the pit.
Yeah, the weather's going to be frightful all weekend long. So what are you guys going to be in the house cooking and eating, or are you going to the mall? What are you doing?
There's a birthday party that they've been invited to.
Yeah. And
probably just spend a lot of time in the house, cuddled up on the couch, watching movies.
Yeah.
The kids and the cat.
Yeah. Well, have a wonderful weekend.
Same to you.
And thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we have a birthday party. Zacky's birthday party's tomorrow. We got to go to that. Hello?
Hello.
And he's the one I'm giving the academic clothing to. Yeah. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
How are you?
I'm calling to comment on the things that you like the most.
Yeah.
You can't do without.
Well, no, not the things. The one
thing.
Mm-hmm.
The jewelry. Can't do without it.
Yeah. So what do you like to buy? Earrings, necklaces, bracelets, rings?
All of it.
Oh.
All of it. Rings, though. The most. Rings the most.
Yeah.
All of it. And I remember on your show that you say your left hand is a reflection of your significant other, and your right hand is you.
That's right.
Both of my hands are me, because I picked out that one, too.
I didn't
trust him to do it on his own.
I got you. I got you.
I've seen you at Laugh Factory. I think you're pretty good with your jewelry, too. I think you like it a lot, too.
Yeah, but I do it all in for the handbag. Like, if I had to make a choice between jewelry and a handbag,
it would be a handbag.
Handbag every day. But jewelry is absolutely second. Absolutely second.
And I think for me, handbags are second.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
You're quite welcome. Love your show.
Thank you. I love you, too.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, because I will. What'd she say? Selby shoes. I've never been there, but what do they have? Cheap shoes? Do they have a size 11 and 12? Because I'll be in there. Selby shoes, some Massimo jeans, a T-shirt for my son's T-shirt drawer. We can wear the same size now, and the right handbag, and then some jewelry. It's done. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's Wendy. How are you?
What's up?
So what are we talking about?
The last question about. What would I spend money on?
Oh, yes. What do you spend, the one thing that you love?
Would be shoes / sneakers or coat.
Yeah. But which one between the sneakers and the shoes and coat? Which one do you enjoy most? The footwear or the coat?
Well, footwear.
Yeah.
Footwear. I spend a little extra for footwear and a coat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought like a coat last year, $600 Christian Dior coat. I never even wore it yet.
Yeah, but you had to have it.
Yeah, I got it, and it's classic, so it's definitely good. Be into good use soon.
Good for you. Well, treat yourself well. That's what life is about.
True indeed.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, I'm a new fan of your show, man. I work this time of day now, so I get to hear you a lot now, but you do a good job. You're very good, Wendy.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here.
All right.
Bye-bye. I was going to ask him what did he used to listen to. He sounded a little bit more mature. I was going to assume he was going to say Michael Baisden. Then I was going to say, well, it's nice that you listen to both, but I'm glad that you listen here. And by the way, Michael Baisden doesn't work out of New York City. A lot of people didn't know that.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
No. Thought he's right up the street.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I did know that. I found out later, though.
Yeah, no, he's not in New York. See, my whole thing about syndication, because everybody's gone now, so I can talk to you about this. The other markets are off.
Careful.
But in New York, I would know. Please be quiet. I'm not reckless.
India, chill out.
But, my thing about syndication is New York is probably the one city. It just so happens to be the number one media market in the world. If you could, and in everything, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. It's true. From the garbage collectors to the newscasters, this is where you aspire to be. To, the college professors. Well, they're great colleges every place. I take that one back. But you know what I'm saying. This is the number one market. LA is number 2. I think Chicago is number 3. Somebody or another's number 4. Philly's number 5. Like that. There's a market pecking order. And in New York, this is this market that you don't syndicate into it. Like you don't have a syndicated show, and you're based in like Dallas, and you syndicate in. Because we here in New York, we want and deserve you to be right here.
The originator.
We originate things and then farm them out to other markets. With all due respect to the rest of the country. That's why Tom Joyner, he was only here for like 2 seconds. I can say that, can't I?
Yeah.
Tom Joyner was on his perch, I think, in like Houston or something like that, or wherever he's from, and you all caught onto it right away. Now, he wasn't here at this radio station. He was in another radio station, but the point is that it lasted all of 3 minutes, and then it was over. Now, he's he's one of the most, I think he is the most successful black syndicator, and I like Tom. And definitely respect his game. But he doesn't have New York because he's not in New York. And you all aren't falling for the phony baloney. You all want it right here, baby. You want somebody to be able to look out the window. Look at the traffic on the west. The traffic on the west side? I mean, no, the traffic on the FDR. Which direction is that going towards Harlem?
That's north.
North is bumper to bumper.
Parking lot.
Oh my gosh, it is a parking lot. Joyner wouldn't have known that. Baisden doesn't know it. I do.
Yes.
Hey. Hey. Oh, people. Wendy, I listen every day. I have a child who's 2. And if you listen to the end of the Mace song, 50 Cent expressed feelings of any parent, the feelings of any parent when it comes to their kids. As long as my child ain't out there, I don't care. It ain't my child. So back down off 50 Cent and G Unit. They got linked up to the cops because they have money and they have fame. Other local rappers don't need cops because people don't really care about them outside their hood. So back down. 50 is doing what anybody out here would be doing, and that's pimping the game. 50 is the ultimate hustler. Stop hating. Start congratulating. Breathe easy. That's from Reality Check in New Jersey. No, Reality Check, I can't breathe easy. I mean, I wasn't even really thinking about it, but since, you just reminded me of, he's talking about the Mace song. At the end of the Mace song, 50 is, chatting with other people about, anybody talks about Mace, shoot him. And so then one of the people that 50's talking with at the end of the song, it's just regular conversation, it's not rapping. At the end of the song, says, well, what if there's kids outside, out there? And 50 says, I don't care about their kids. They need to tend to their kids. Shoot.
It's irresponsible.
It's irresponsible. Reality Check in New Jersey. It's irresponsible. Come on. And if you have 2 children, oh, I know. They're in the custody of their mother.
Well,
So therefore, you don't really feel the day-to-day with your children. So therefore, maybe your mentality is like 50s because, you don't look into their sweet little eyes every day. You might have children. You might have, shot sperm to make children, but you really haven't embraced the whole father thing because twice a week really doesn't give you that opportunity. Twice a week visitations or whatever it is. Once a month and a check doesn't really give you the opportunity to have a bleeding heart for children. I understand. Reality check. Lisa Ling's engagement is off. Well, she left The View a few years ago, and she's broken off her engagement to media entrepreneur Philip Levine. It's an amicable breakup. Lisa says it was the right thing to do. She's 32. And right now she's hosting National Geographic's Ultimate Explorer show. And she met Philip Levine last year through mutual friends. They got engaged in February in Rome. Oh, yeah, they were intoxicated off the being out of the country and the Leaning Tower of Pisa or whatever's over there. And
surroundings.
Yes, the delicious wines, the Italian leather. And they got engaged. But she told People magazine that they're a busy couple and their schedules were busy. She's working, he's working. And that contributed to their decision to end their engagement. She goes on to say it's not the most conducive lifestyle for a relationship by any means. I like when she dated Rick Hune from Fast and Furious. Rick Hune is just, he's nice looking. Lisa Ling is co-authoring a new book. It's called Mother, Daughter, Sister, Bride, Rituals of Womanhood. And it's due out November 1st. I love books like that. I'm getting that one. Mother, Daughter, Sister, Bride, Rituals of Womanhood. I like that. You're going to get that Fortune magazine with Jay-Z on the cover. Read it over the weekend, right? Yeah. I have mine. That's part of my weekend. I'm just so glad that they invented that vaccine to take care of the cervical cancer. We needed that, ladies. And the Merck and Company, they're the ones who invented it. And shares of Merck have risen 58% since the announcement. It's terrific. All the details of how it works and everything like that, I'm sure, details will be coming. I called my GYN earlier today because I just found out about this vaccine yesterday and I was on it. I called my GYN on my way to the dermatologist. I'm a real doctor-nista, huh?
Yeah, you have a whole team.
And I asked, Dr. Bridges, do you have any news on this or whatever? I've had irregular pap smears. I want to get dosed up. I go in twice a year. She said, I don't have anything yet, but when it's released, I'll let you know. And I said, well, when it's released, I would like to invite you on the show, to talk about it and so we can encourage women to get this vaccine. Dear Wendy. Ooh, 3 Wendys. Get ready. Girl, I really need your help. I'm 29 years old and I have a really good job at a major corporation. I was at a gas station by my house when my boyfriend, coworker, came up to me. Okay, when my boy, she separates boy and friend, so I guess this is the guy who's her friend or something like that, coworker, came up to me and said, when my boyfriend coworker came up to me and said that she has been dating him. All right, there's a little bit of mix-up in her message. But anyway, dating him for over a year. And that the only reason why he has not moved out is because he is saving for a house. Wendy, do you think I should listen to her or believe my man of 6.5 years? Okay, let me see. I was at a gas station when my boyfriend's coworker. Oh my gosh. Wow, it went down at the gas station. Your boyfriend's coworker came up to you and said that she's been dating him for over a year? And that the only reason he has not moved out with you is that he's been saving for a house? Wendy, do you think I should believe her or listen to my man of 6.5 years? You are the first person I've said something to besides my boyfriend. And he said that she's jealous because he won't give her the time of day. That's why she approached me. No, I think it's more than that. Where do girls come out of their face saying things totally out of left field having to do with messing around with your man if there wasn't an ounce of truth going on? I think that you need to check your man real hard because there's a little smoke going on and there could be a major 4-alarm fire behind it. Wow. So what she's saying is you're being used as a flop house until he saves to buy a house. Then he's going to break up with you. Not that she'll be the go-to girl, but I'd believe 50% of what my man says if I were you in this situation, because this coworker came out of nowhere. You know, in Ocean City, Maryland, they are about to pass an ordinance saying that sex offenders, because already they have stipulations on sex offenders. They, for all across the country, they can't live within, 1,000 feet of a schoolyard, depending on the city or the town, and, so on and so forth. But in Ocean City, which is a resort town, they're trying to pass a new ordinance where it would be barring sex offenders from living 500 feet near the beach. Well, beaches are where kids play, and there's 7 miles of beach in Ocean City. And this, by the way, this 500 feet ordinance would also pertain to daycares and parks. So apparently the school thing is already enforced, but they're looking for the parks and stuff. And that would prevent sex offenders from living, well, in Ocean City, that would be virtually the most desirable property, beach property. But I think that's only right. Are people still on the phone?
Yeah.
All right, let's chat with somebody. Hello? Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hello?
Yeah, hey.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
All right.
Good. What are you calling about?
I was trying to get some advice.
Okay.
Well, not mostly advice. Well, I just wanted to know about any therapists that you might have that I can talk to, because I know that I have a lot of problems that is too much for you to handle right now to talk to over the phone. I just listen to your show all the time, and I like your advice. I just wanted to know, maybe in reasonable range, do you have a therapist I can talk to?
Well, I don't know of any therapists for you to speak with, but you could certainly consult. First of all, are you working with a health plan?
I have health insurance through my job that I just recently obtained.
There you go. Now you need that book. You know that book that they give you with all the different doctors available?
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to come now.
Exactly. As soon as that gets to your house, then you start pouring through that and find somebody to talk to.
Is that covered under the health plan, do you know? Or because I feel like therapists or...
Yes, there are a lot of therapy... a lot of types of therapy that are covered under health plans. If you're like me, then you'd rather pay outright because you don't want your job to be able to tap into your therapist and find out from your therapist after paying, him off or her off what is going on inside your head. Oh, see, I'm cryptic like that.
I understand completely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's why I want someone private to talk to, not a whole bunch of friends, not a whole bunch of family, just someone one-on-one.
Yeah, I would say, go through your job. You'd be paying $60, $125 an hour, but the health insurance will definitely offset that to where you're paying virtually nothing. You'll be able to talk to somebody private, one-on-one about everything. I love therapy, so I wish you well. I embrace it. Just wait for that book to come, okay?
Okay, thank you, Wendy.
All right, you're welcome. Bye-bye. Unless you don't mind, paying for yourself. Because my thing is that, you know, if anybody truly wanted to know what's going on in my head, they would, you know, look on my look under my healthcare stuff, tap into that, see what doctor I go to, pay him off, and he'd spill the beans. I got to tell you something. At one point, I was for a full 2 months going strictly venting about work. Oh yes, all you mother fathers were just about. Turn on your radio. I was. It's because the whole thing. It's sexism. It's, you know, I can't say racism, you know, here at the Splaboo station, but it's sexism, racism out of, you know, the radio station.
Hello?
You know, the whole bit. Me trying to, you know, break through a glass ceiling and all like that. And I just, you know, have to vent. Hey, it's Wendy. Yeah, turn your radio down. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Wendy.
Hi. Turn your radio down, sir.
Oh, it's down.
Yes, there you go. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Okay. I'm calling for a little bit of advice.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. Yeah,
Okay.
The gossip is down, so, you know.
All right. My girlfriend of about 30 years right now, she's having a little problem.
Okay.
Are we on the radio?
Yes, we are, sir. Sir? Why would he think we wouldn't be on the radio? I have nothing to say when the mic closes. I'll be honest with you. I'm as quiet as a church mouse.
He wants a private consultation.
No, come on now. That'll be $120 an hour. Artie, you can make change, can't you?
Yes.
Okay. Hello. I know, Goose. We're getting ready to take that break. Hi. Hello. It's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy, this is Adrian. How are you?
Hi, Adrian.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking about the whole Fantasia thing, right?
Okay.
And, you know, about her supposed illiteracy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can buy the thing about her wanting to increase book sales and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there's something more sinister going on. Now, we know that it's basically an industry rule that the first time around, that contract is a pretty bad one.
Right.
A lot of people get beat.
Mm-hmm.
I know of a famous rapper, his first contract was he got a Jeep Cherokee and his mama got a house. That was his deal the first time around.
Wait, we got the button. Okay.
That's a fact.
I'll get a Tourette's moment. Don't worry, everybody.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking she's going to do, she's trying to lay the groundwork to get out of her contract. She's got over, 2-3 million sales?
Mm-hmm.
Her contract, I'm pretty sure, is substandard at this point.
Yeah.
That's what she's trying to do. A lawsuit will be coming sooner or later. She's going to try to get out of this contract, or at least get it redone.
Okay, and so what would be the purpose of saying that she can't read or write?
Because she's going to say that she didn't understand that contract. Nobody read it to her.
Oh, yeah.
She basically signed because she thought it was the right thing to do at that time.
Well, it didn't work. It didn't work for the rapper you just named.
Well, he didn't claim to be illiterate either. And what I've done is I've researched it, and there is legal precedent. People have taken that to court before and have won those types of cases.
Is that like Act of God getting Mace out of his bad boy deal?
I don't know.
Wow.
But I'm thinking that she may try to do that, and going on 2020 like she did, just think of all those people who could be potential jurors just in case that went to trial. In the court of public opinion, Fantasia's already won. Look at these people who are supporting her, saying, hey, she can't read, but I don't care. I'll still buy her music. We still love Fantasia.
Damn.
That's what I see.
That is a real scoundrelly way of getting out of the contract. Who knew that she was even that smart?
Well, you know how we do. So that's just, I just want to throw that out there. It may be real, it may be false, but, that's just what I'm thinking in my mind.
Well, thanks, Adrian. We have to get ready to go into a break, everybody. Let me just give you a quick WBLS reminder. Is this hour of the show brought to you by Puffy's Bad Boys of Comedy, and also Snoop Dogg, Uptown. You can join WBLS's street team tonight at the Platinum Lounge. That's on 7th Avenue at the corner of 138th Street. The Hummer marks the spot at 8 p.m. at the Platinum Lounge. Okay? And one more thing, Saturday, the New York Health and Hospitals Take Care New York Fair is happening, and the WBLS street team will most definitely be out there. It's going to be in Queens at the Queens Hospital, the Charles Drew Center. That's on Archer Avenue. For more information about these or any events that the radio station is involved with, or if you just like to be put on to what the hell we're all about, go to our website at WBLS.com. And one thing before we go into the break, shout out to the good people at Rolling Out Magazine. Thank you so much for the acknowledgement. I'm the cover girl.
Oh.
Yeah, of Rolling Out Magazine.
Really nice picture, yeah. All right.
That wasn't even a photo shoot. I'm in the studio. I see my bottle of water in the background. All right, let's take a break, and we'll be back.
107.5 WBLS with a return of the $107,000 cash guarantee. Backed by popular demand, it's your chance to pick up an easy grand. $1,000 winners throughout the day. Set your radio to wake up and get paid on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And listen for Steve to give you the cue to call in to win each morning at 7:15 a.m. Then listen for Steve again at 12:15 and then again at 5:15. Be the 10th caller and you're an instant winner.
That is crazy.
It's the $107,000 cash guarantee on 107.5 WBLS. Today's R&B and classic soul.
What's up? I'm Sierra Marie, and you're listening to the bonus hour on 107.5 WBLS.
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker and I are on the same page. Unfortunately, they pick up these words and somehow they seep into their vocabulary. I'm talking about the word fat, F-A-T. You know what I mean? She's banned the word fat from her home. She doesn't want her toddler, James, to ever use the word as an insult. Because kids, they use that word for evil immediately. Oh, the fat lady. Oh, she's fat, 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 fat. And it's very cruel and it's hurtful. So I didn't want my son learning that word until he knew how to use it, you know. Well, she's forbid the word from being used in the house. She doesn't want him to ever use the word. Well, it happens. My kid already turned to me. This is about maybe 2 months ago. He said, "Mommy, am I fat?" And I was like, oh my gosh. You know, at that age, he said, you know, "Mommy, am I fat?" And I was like, no, you're not fat. And I found myself going to the whole explanation. I'm like, oh my gosh. Wow. And he's not fat, but the weird thing is that he knows fat-free food. He knows half-fat food. Is this half-fat? Is this fat-free? Not that he's asking like he's some, you know, future bulimic, anorexic, you know, narcissistic dieter or anything like that. But they hear those words on TV. And, you know, ironically, though, by being familiar with the word, it's actually helped him make better choices in his food. Sex and the City's only been off the show, off TV for about a year, and they're already talking about bringing back the series. Thank God. I miss it. The creator of the show, Darren Star, and HBO are trying to woo the cast to get back together. That's not going to happen. However, other than Sarah Jessica Parker, and she's only been the endorsement lady, and that one Cynthia Nixon, you know, she's got a movie that I think that opens up this weekend. But nobody's going. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about Samantha. Nobody cares about Charlotte. People barely care about Sarah Jessica Parker since the Gap ad commercials ended. Are people going to buy Lovely? Okay, that's lovely, but that's not your acting chops. That's a product endorsement. Maybe they can move them back. I don't know. They'll have to give them all one of them Dave Chappelle deals. I would love for it to come back. Shout out to all the big girls. There's a new line. And I don't have the website. I only have the name of it. But can you go to the web and zhuzh up or torrid.com, TORRID. I'm just assuming that that's the website, but it's called Torrid. And the woman in the ad is just so damn sexy, and she's just sexy and larger, but sexy. Look at her.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? Look, Goose. I mean, it's just a real nice representation of something other than a size 10 or 0. This is a really nice, sexy representation. Is that the website, torrid.com?
No.
Or do you get, what is that, a sex site all of a sudden you get?
We're going now.
Were you a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout? Were you a Scout? I was a Girl Scout. One of the magazines asked people. Jay-Z says, I wanted to be a Scout, but I was too lazy to go to the Marcy Projects Recreation Center and sign up. And when I did finally go, the line was too long and I left. But I would have been a terrible Boy Scout.
Oh, so you guess.
Oh my gosh. That's the website, girls. Torrid.com. What a beautiful representation. These girls don't look like they're padding up to be big girls. They look like nice representations.
Big girl heaven.
Can you buy clothes on that website?
Yeah, outerwear, intimate, shoes, accessories, jewelry, gifts.
Go to the shoes. Let's see how big the shoes are. Because, see, one thing that they forget when they do the big girls' sizes, they forget to stretch them out and make them size 11s and 12s. I mean, it's nice that you can buy a size 10 and an extra wide. But what size are those things?
Seeing the side is seeing it's showing a boot and the let me click on one.
Yeah. Torrid.com, girls, for the weekend. Dick Clark is not doing well. I was telling everyone yesterday, but I missed you guys for the bonus hour. I like that first pair of boots there in the bottom row. That's $49.49. Aren't those the sexy cat meows? Those are sexy. Ugh.
3.5-inch heel.
Yes.
And let me get the size.
Those are sexy. $49. That's right up my alley.
Get the size chart for you.
Because I'm a bag lady. I mean, I've spent on shoes, but they're not priority. My shoes are way down there. Hello, I'm up here. Hello.
Size chart for 12 and 28.
Size chart for shoes.
Shoe size. Shoe size is 0 to 4. Size chart for size 0 to 4. I do this.
In the meantime, Dick Clark is not doing well. They say he's slipping away. I don't know that he's going to make it to New Year's Eve. You know, he's supposed to be part of New Year's Rockin' Eve. And Ryan Seacrest is supposed to be there, helping him out. And then Seacrest is supposed to be the heir to the throne. They're saying Dick might not even make it there. He's frail and he's slipping away slowly, they say. It's very sad. He's 75 years old.
What do they have your size? 12.
They go up to size 12?
Yeah, it's from 6 to 12. 6, 7, 10, 11, and 12.
They have a size 11s and 12s, girls.
Yeah.
Torrid.com.
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 Yes.
I like those black boots right there. Then I trust that because these are big girl shoes, that the calf boots are going to fit around the mammoth calf.
Yeah. Zips in the back.
Zips in the back. How sexy are those boots?
You want those?
With a little tiny skirt? Are you going to buy them for me?
I get them for you for Christmas.
Yes.
Okay.
You know the kind of shoes and stuff that I like.
Yeah. You got me basically shoes last year.
Yeah.
So I'll get you shoes this year.
Yeah, I got you Gucci loafers last year.
You did. Love them.
They weren't $49.99 either, as long as you're thinking about getting me a gift.
No, they was a nickel.
Look, the Manolo Blahniks go up to a size 12. The problem is the width. See, don't be fooled. You see what I'm saying? Because we all get fooled. We're like, oh my gosh, Prada shoes, size 11. And then we go in there and our big fat feet, they're just tall. What?
The week is here.
Holla. All right. I've got my vodka chilling in the lettuce crisping drawer of the refrigerator.
It's a long weekend.
Yes, it's a long weekend. It's a long, full bottle, too. Hey. We are off on Monday. I'm sure many of you are as well. Take care of each other, and thank you for listening. I love you for that. And keep it here because Vaughn Harper is next with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WVLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man!